around like 85.
Okay, so he's like 100 something now.
Nice. So with that,
Okay.
we are back for
Sorry.
episode 111, and thank you, Celtic, for the 4 gifted subs.
Yes, thank you. That's wonderful. Great start.
Thanks.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone.
There's the reminder for the sound effects. Continue,
Oh.
Ein.
Oh, God. Thank you, Celtic, for getting that out of the way immediately.
Mhm.
I appreciate you. You are seen, you are heard. Thank you. Change it now. Anyways,
Change it
welcome back, everyone, to a great session of Black Aurora. This is episode 111. Last time we left off, you guys were still in Old Barastock, the realm of technology and constructs and very little organic life. You probably were the only things breathing for the entire realm at that point. You were specifically, though, in the middle of the monastery of Barastock, where as you'd expect by the name, the monks of Barastock used to live. These geniuses, these inventors and creators and designers of Barastock technology, who have since vacated to Elcast. Although one seemingly was left behind, a Lotus, known as the Collector. Seemingly logical, calculating and cold logic at that, as he was a little sinister. You guys were not quite willing to let him just be. He made threats when it wasn't really necessary, and saw fit to subject you to some experiments to see if your capabilities were something he was interested in. After completing 2 of planned 800, something happened, unfortunately, as you learned later. He was having trouble controlling the surging power from the archive and had to temporarily shut down the tests, at which point you guys looked for a way out, did some experimenting in the realm, found it was hard to just kind of fly out of, as you were in some sort of like demi-plane, but did investigate the teleportation device and found sockets where you could power it, and you put in a few of your magical items you weren't really using anymore, including some of the multitude of greater healing potions you guys have left, and eventually you managed to siphon enough ether into the device to power it on, to find that it was unresponsive to most of you. However, Medea, with that little chip in her head that seems to have the system recognize you as Antolus, one of the monks, responded to your mental commands of where you wanted to go, and with some prompting by your companions, you did think to go to Elatus's chamber rather than just leave. And upon appearing in his personal workshop, he was perplexed and unprepared, but welcomed you all the same with a dramatic reveal of his very alien-like appearance. Despite being a consort, you knew he might not look normal necessarily. He was frighteningly unusual, and had not 1 but 5 of those small spherical engine-like devices you'd seen before orbiting around him. After some brief dialogue about his intentions and how evil he probably is, it was determined that he's pretty evil, as he insinuated pretty openly about his plan to put you all into robotic bodies so that you'd understand his vision once you were in a more perfect form. That was the tipping point where it was no longer like, maybe we could walk away. That's, okay, now you're gonna have to die. Initiative was rolled. He revealed his ability to subjugate other constructs by implanting these cores into these other machines, these cobalt golems he'd stockpiled in his workshop. And a harrowing fight actually took place. Some close calls for some of you, getting down to the double or even single digits at one point or another. Peria was very nearly feeble-minded, which was, whew, that shield spell. That shield spell on a touch attack. Very nice. It was an intense battle that you guys did, of course, emerge victorious. Almost destroyed the prize you came there for, but did not destroy the energy core that he was powering him, and you looted the body as you would. finding not only his core, which was a miniature binary star engine, the kind of thing that powers the Invilium, and is an extremely powerful engine. You got the 5 Elatis cores, the spherical objects he used to control the other constructs, and you also, thanks to the notes you found earlier in the monastery, determined that a large percentage of his body had been replaced at one point or another with auracite, and were able to salvage potentially enough for 1 suit of a medium-sized creature's armor for aura plate. That will have to be another endeavor at some point, but you have it. You also gained one thing you weren't quite expecting, which was a canister of dark fluid that ejected out of him after he used some of his aura, which seemed to be him formulating and disposing of his decay manually and automatically. And it did resemble quite closely the injectors that you knew the people in Calcifel used way, session 1, literally. To turn themselves into merc creatures so long ago, finally giving you concrete, definitive proof that the monks of Baristock must be the ones behind at least the initial outbreak of the merc, the formulation of decay into a solid, or technically liquid, physical form. And you've decided to bring that to the appropriate parties. As you guys have left with Isorin's help and some careful management of... you also got a mithril cannon. How could I forget? You guys took it all. The whole lot. Careful management of weight, some polymorph and use of comfort got you guys to the exit. You escaped with Isorin's help, reappeared here, met with Dresden. It revealed your goodies that you had for him. He's beyond elated. He says you're going to have the best airship ever been on this world, because you guys did find the perfect, the best engine in Baristock by a wide margin, as well as a number of different armaments and items. And you did recover the Vigilus. That finally, that side quest has been completed.
Yay!
For some time now. And who knows what that will come about, as you have to give him the next 2 weeks or so to work on your ship. But as we left off, still in the Invilium, talking with Asorin, you revealed to Asorin you had something you needed to urgently speak with Lord Dior about concerning the monks of Baristock. And before you guys can really take your next step forward, you feel like you need to alert those in charge that there may be traitors in our midst, in the Holy Land. And so Sorin did agree to go and inform Lord Dior and the others that are the ruling class of Renati, basically. You guys have the opportunity to take a rest as he steps away from you all to go and use the divinity drive to contact those you've asked for. Is there anything you guys would like to do? It is about... It only was like 5 hours from the time you went to Baristock and come back, so it's like midday. It's like maybe with your orb, like 1:30 in the afternoon. You even with Dior being sent a sending spell, you know that even with teleportation, it might take a bit of time for him to. He has things he can't just walk over whenever he wants. You might have some time here. Is there anything you guys would like to accomplish with the rest of this day?
Who's hungry?
Absolutely.
I'm hungry.
Go have soup.
I could eat.
But first, sending.
Okay.
Hello, Narcoshan.
For reference, it's been like less than a day since she left.
That's right.
She left yesterday to go see.
It was this morning.
It was.
That's true. I'm sorry. It was literally this morning. It was 6 hours ago. Just in case you're asking for a checkup
No,
of
never
how
mind.
she's doing.
Nope, you're right.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before you did the whole sending.
No, you're right. It has been.
It'd be really funny though.
She literally just like like Sylvan's like, all right, this is where you'll be staying for the next few weeks, and let me know if you need anything. Your training begins tomorrow in the morning. All right. Mira?
What do you mean you're done?
Yeah, it's
Maybe
been.
you're not done training. Work faster.
We just finished a whole side quest in hours. Why
Yeah.
aren't you a ranger?
It's true.
Uh,
Chop chop. End of the world.
Yeah, come on.
Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know. It's been weeks for us.
God, yeah,
4
never
hours
mind.
for you.
Never mind. Food sounds good.
Okay.
Food is good.
Right, you guys gather around the crystalline dining table of this god's sanctum, and somebody, I'm assuming, goes to the synthesizer and tries to make something edible.
Yes,
That doesn't turn. Soup's a fairly easier
I
one.
like our soup.
We've done it before.
Yeah, you find that Asorin, through his time experimenting with this thing, as the synthesizer requires extremely precise inputs to not end up with an abomination or like a weapon of food. Like
Sentient food.
yeah, he's got some preset settings for like a bowl and a spoon that he's made that are like serviceable.
He's got
and then you just have to
popcorn,
fill the
potato.
yeah. So you guys can
Soup.
soup.
Soup. Good soup.
I have to ask, do you specify the type of soup you put in?
Good
Or
soup.
you just
Yes.
say good soup?
Good,
soup.
good chicken noodle soup with
Hey.
some bite-sized carrots and celery
Alright.
chunks.
Give me an intelligence check.
Ah, shit.
Just out of curiosity here.
Yeah. Okay. Intelligence.
7. You end up with a
No.
bowl of steaming hot soup, and
Oh,
you said
no.
like chicken noodle.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
noodles
no.
are made of chicken.
Oh.
I mean, that's
Okay.
It's bizarre.
Okay. That's kind of good.
There's chunks of noodle, like little like cubes of just
Yes.
pasta, and then like
Yes.
strings of chicken, and you're like, how did this even happen? It works.
works.
So it's yeah.
This is actually hilarious. Actually, kind of sounds good.
as
Like
intended.
pieces of gnocchi, essentially, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like gnocchi.
Gnocchi's good.
Yeah.
Soup.
So as you guys
This
enjoy
is
your
different
soup,
than before.
Yeah,
Still good though.
Yeah, it's all, things got switched.
it's just like I don't know what you mean. It still tastes the same.
Yeah, that's true. If you eat it at the same time, which one is which?
Paisen's like, before I met any of you, I didn't really eat soup. It's not really a thing in Bardest. It's always hot. Hot soup's not really as.
What did you usually eat?
Meat.
Just meat? No
Yeah,
bread?
a lot of meat.
Lot of meat.
I mean, some bread. Yeah, we had other things, but
Mm.
just, grew up in the arena. We kind of just got a lot of protein.
Mm.
A lot of
I
protein.
can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But soup's growing on me. I gotta say, soup's growing on me. It's wet, which is new and interesting.
I don't know. I feel like I just got a taste for it when we were in the trials.
Suzanne.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys ate your body's
A
weight in
lot of
soup.
soup.
That's the one thing that the Goliath caretaker knew how to make.
Yeah.
Soup.
Yeah. I think you'd be
So,
sick of it, but no.
Mm.
Where are we going next then?
Who knows?
Well,
That's a
that
good
depends
question.
on what Dresden has to say.
Do you mean
Sorry,
Dior?
Dior, sorry, yeah.
Dior, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. He'll probably say, "Oh, you guys got that done already? You're fast. Oh
Yeah.
shit, what's happening
I-
now?"
I still would very much like to go to Sale, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Dior is going to say.
See, Paisane kind of like nods. Yeah, I don't know. It's been on my mind a lot too. Born in Bardest, but Susail was more of a home after a while. Just hope Orla's doing okay.
Me too.
Yeah. Ditto.
Hmm.
So,
Have you talked to her recently, guys?
This
yeah, that's
morning.
what I was gonna ask her.
This morning. I talked to her this
Oh.
morning.
You did.
I don't remember that she said she did or
Yeah, I
not,
don't know if
so-
you told them or not, but
I don't think so.
I think,
It was-
well, Violet knew, at least.
It was at my request
Yeah.
Oh,
because I didn't want her thinking I was dead, considering our last conversation I had.
Right, yeah. Because you're only kind of
don't
dead.
worry.
Well, reborn,
Well,
maybe.
the old you was, yeah.
Definitely dead, yeah.
That's gonna still really get hard to remember.
I think
She
that
got a
was
little
gonna
bit
be
taller, a little bit
a lot
mature,
taller.
a lot
lot
of bit
of it
taller.
Like, you went from
I
here
really
to
don't-
A
here.
bit taller.
Like,
I really don't think that's anything worth dwelling on.
No,
but
it is. I
No,
mean,
not
you don't know
really.
how much. Well, you do know because you have her memories. You hated being called short. She would attack
Yes.
people for being called short, and
Yes,
it's
I loved
it's.
it
I think we should really move on with the subject.
And I really think
Okay.
that the fact that you're so tall is because she so much hated being called short. I mean, I just can't help but put the two together.
It's kind of ironic, really.
I really think we should move on with the subject, please.
I just slide down.
Okay.
Okay.
Natural 20 insight.
I love that. I love that, AJ. Memes.
I was hoping I'd do poorly. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh.
It's true. Yeah.
I do have the escalation prepared just in case.
Of
Mhm.
course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I love that.
So, okay, I mean, I guess we got some downtime anyways, just waiting on the ship for a while. What would we do when we go to Susail? Are we, like, joining with the Crimson and, like, fucking up Golden, or...
No.
They're with the monks. We know that, right?
Yes, actually, I mean, I assumed as much because, not to sound racist, but
That immediately colors it as a bad way, just to say, just starting that does not
that's
You
sound
know,
great.
anybody who
These-
starts out that way, it is never good.
It's never
Never
good.
good.
Trust
Oh,
me,
man.
I know. I'm like
Is this
that sometimes.
did we switch out the short thing for this? That's not a great trade.
Don't know if that's an upgrade or a downgrade.
no, I feel like if the Golden were going to trust anyone from the Order,
Mhm.
it might be someone who's kind of like them, you know?
That makes sense. Well, I guess we didn't even know the monks were part of the order for like,
A while.
jeez.
Hmm.
A while.
Yeah.
And if they're like that guy was,
No.
No, my intention is to try to broker peace.
We always like peace.
peace is good.
Pieces of them here, pieces of them
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Okay,
You know, and they're constructs, so they're kind of easy to just like. You don't got to worry about the juices
blood.
as much. It's
Yeah.
exactly. It's just scrap.
I don't have to be.
okay,
dead
I think I
yet.
should specify. I don't want us to sail minus a clan.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. I mean, no. I get it. I don't have anything specifically against any of the clans really anymore. Still kind of unsure about Cobalt. But...
I
You got something to say, Peria? She's over there with her soup, like,
Just loudly slurps.
I understand your sentiment, Blazing. I really do. But as I am to start to slowly learn what those in charge do not paint the entire clan as bad.
That's true.
That's fair. Yeah,
It's
that's
very black and white. Or it's very grey area.
very.
All
Yeah, it's not
right.
black and white.
But
No.
what if those in charge do not wish for peace?
Well,
Then you kill them and
That's-
replace them with somebody else.
I was gonna say that sounds pretty good to me.
Someone who wants peace.
So then the war
You need
happens.
violence to get peace. That's just
But
how
then-
it is.
The war happens anyways.
Oh damn, yeah.
Because if you go to attack them, they're going to send their forces out, and then
Yeah.
the war happens anyways.
Not that
Like-
they don't agree with their leader.
Unfortunately, with how this Golden Clan is, if they are working with the monks, they might not even have control.
Yeah, why do they work with the monks? Must want
Good
something.
question.
Well, if I were to take a guess,
Apotheosis.
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't
Maybe.
think I don't think the monks particularly care about apotheosis. I mean, the golden
No.
care about apotheosis.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you look at the odds, they were stuck with just the alabaster, the pacifist, as an ally. Cobalt left them, which was their only real offensive option. And then you have the Crimson and the Verdant, the two much more heavily offensive clans, as an enemy. Their backs were literally against the wall.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we just have to show them that there's other options.
That's what I'm hoping.
Well, the
Ow.
bigger question is, if we're going to offer some kind of peace, they had a mediator before with this council of... What were they called again?
The Chromatic Order.
Right, thank you. But we need to
That was-
establish something. There is no chromatic order. They all went God knows where.
Yeah, I wonder what the hell happened to them. They just kind of all left.
And
Maybe they'd be willing to come back now that all the ores are restored.
Do we want them back?
eh,
I don't know.
I-
They're the ones who kind of like facilitated the rites and I don't know what they do now. We can't use the crucible or Zizant or whatever because it's filled with abominations from the void.
additionally, the Chromatic Order had an agenda that I kind of told I told Phil about, where they were intending to bring back Endorius by
Oh,
taking the ores of all the leaders.
oh, that's
So-
fun.
I don't think the rest of the clans would want the Chromatic Order back, especially if Phil shares that information.
Aren't they
What
also
if we
working on
elect-
making another queue?
That
No,
would
that's-
be the Golden and Alabaster currently. Although, if I were to guess, it's mostly the Order trying to push it so they can control all of the sale.
But what if we make our own chromatic order? Like we have people within the clans elect people to the chromatic order. New 2.0.
Like representatives.
Instead
Yeah, and
of-
have them instead of royalty.
Instead of
I like that idea.
royalty and instead
Yeah.
of...
Down with the oppressors.
No aura, it is
Yeah.
representatives, ambassadors of each.
Hmm.
That's actually a good idea. I was honestly.
I vote
going to base-
Paizen!
What?
No,
Paizen's
Paizen
busy.
Paizen has his own stuff.
I don't even know if I'm the warden anymore at this point. I haven't been there. I haven't reported for warden duty in like 6 months.
No, I was going to actually offer my self as a kind of goat screen, as technically speaking, I don't have any true aura to sale. I just have a violet aura.
Okay. You mean like later though, because we still kind of need you for
Yes, no, obviously I'm going to help stop the world from getting destroyed.
Oh yes,
Okay.
I like that very much.
Wait, I'm sorry. My internet shit the bed.
Oh.
Can you repeat that? You're gonna offer yourself as what?
As the goat screen.
as
Go.
like the liaison for
Yeah,
the
as I
the
don't
Chromatic
have a
Order.
true aura, I just have a violet.
Okay. I mean, you've lived all the lives.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of perspective there.
Exactly. I'm kind of hoping my old Services of Arcus might hold some water still with them. I don't
mean,
know.
Yeah, I don't know. Arcus was a legend, a fairy tale of sorts for us for a long time. We never knew you were a person. We just thought it was a legendary weapon that protected Susail a long time ago, and then the truth was a lot worse.
Yes. Well, most of the modern day custodians don't have to know the truth.
Yeah. Lucky us.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Oh, these monks. We're just gonna wipe them
Yeah.
all out, or
What about the monks? Did you know that you had the thing?
Right.
Thing.
Yeah, we should also look into that. You said you felt something in the back of your ear.
Yes, it was kind of. It felt like a shock almost, right? Like a shock.
It was like a warmth, like a heat, like something to equate to like modern day, to like a small device powering up just under the skin and generating some heat. It was uncomfortable but not painful.
Hmm.
Perhaps you should get Dresden to look at that.
Probably. I mean, if this monk Atollis knows where I am, that's not a very good thing to have
No.
happen.
Yeah, no.
I'd like to get it out if possible.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
if
think.
it is acting like a
Hold on, I think. Oh, never mind.
Hmm?
I thought you froze. You were just being very still.
Yeah, we thought you guys were froze. Okay, sorry, AJ, say again.
if it is acting like it's some sort of magical tracker, definitely best we get rid of it if we can.
Mm-hmm. Of course, it was very useful too. So, at least want it out of my skin.
Yes.
But it was kind of warm and a little uncomfortable. So, yeah. I don't like that though.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of it, to be honest.
I don't. They have a big ass mech. If they're working for the order, then we can just assume that that mech is not on our side.
What if you could control the mech?
That would be very useful. I
No,
don't
let
think.
me- No.
I don't think that's a thing, no.
Okay, but still, that
So,
would be cool.
I don't even know who Monkatolis is. I mean, I heard he was the finder. He was a finder,
so
right?
Finder.
He
Medea.
was the finder. That's all I know.
The monks left that place we were at long ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible because that technology isn't integrated with whatever new stuff they have made. It recognized you as that because it's the only information it could find on this.
So this
thing.
Monkatolis had to have been from Old Barrostock. He couldn't. It's not like he was a.
Well, all of them were
No,
from
he was
Old
Definitely
Barrostock.
from Old Barrostock. He's in
Yeah,
the
Mira-
book.
Mira, if you want to give me an intelligence check
Yeah.
as you're thinking about this.
That's my best. What? Holy shit.
That's not your
Oh
best.
no!
You don't feel like there's any further insights, but you also, I will say, despite the natural one, you don't feel like you're wrong. You just don't. There might be something you're missing, but you're not sure.
I just feel like
Mhm.
they haven't been there in a while, so if they
Mira.
put that in what?
Do you want to borrow the mirror?
Sure.
Of the past?
Sure.
You haven't used it in weeks. Here you go.
Right.
Since it's been
She's eating her
used.
soup. I haven't used it in weeks.
All right. Remind me on the mirror.
Mhm.
Can it be an event?
Let me just check it real quick. Mirror of the past. Holder of this platinum hammer can learn something about the history of a specific object or creature by taking an action to gaze in the mirror and think of the target.
Is it an object or is it a creature? Mm.
So not a place, not an event, but specifically a physical object or a creature.
Okay.
Maybe you could do it on my.
I'm thinking about
this
doing
thing
it on
wanted
the
out.
object that's in
Mhm.
behind
But you
her
need
ear.
to see it, right?
I will say you don't know what the object is, as it right now it's just a small bump. And I will not allow you to do it on a pimple.
Fair.
Identify it. You can touch it. Maybe like
You
cut
can't
a
touch
skin.
it.
Cut
You'd
a
have
skin
to-
open.
Again, this will probably be easier once you have excised the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really trust you gouging my skin either. No. I trust dressing because it's all techy or something.
That
I
is.
trust him to extract it
Fair.
for you. Sorry,
What about
sister.
like a doctor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a medical professional?
Hmm.
Do we know any of those?
No.
No.
Hmm.
Magic.
You know, clerics.
Yeah.
Magic.
Well, I can
yeah,
still do it on Antolis.
You could.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I will do.
Okay. You think
I'll
of-
watch.
We'll all huddle
think
around the
of-
table.
This is interesting. You've not seen him. You've not even had a description of him. You're just thinking of the name Monk Ontolus,
Monk
specifically.
Antolus.
Monk and Tolis.
The
Okay.
The Finder.
The Finder. Sure.
Okay. Monk Ontolus the Finder. The image darkens in the mirror, and as it picks up, you see a familiar scenery of smog and smoke as the image seems to be passing through clouds as it zooms past into a gleaming utopian city of technology, the likes of which you've never seen. You can vaguely make out buildings you just saw in much better condition and not in a state of disrepair. A massive train similar to the one that the original party, was on in the beginning of the campaign, speeding along in the distance, and you begin to see what looks like points of light all across this vast city. And as the mirror focuses on these points, you begin to see silhouettes of people, of objects, of places. And as the mirror's perspective seems to turn, you are looking into a mirrored reflective face of a machine, of like a mannequin almost. And it seems to be observing this vast array of dots of light. You see, as he reaches up to grab, it almost seems like this mechanical hand in frame, you're now looking from a first person point of view, reaches up to grab this point of light out of thin air and plucks it, and it goes dark. And then another, and another. And the image shifts to the same hands plucking what seems like almost growths or flowers out of a bed, weeds specifically out of a garden bed. And this image shifts to a gardener tending their flowers, picking out the weeds that choke, the weeds that kill, the weeds that are inefficient. And as this gardener stands up, it looks down, begin to see points of light on all of the most beautiful flowers, the most perfect, the most interesting, the most useful. And as this perspective shifts, still from the same perspective of this individual, it scans over the countryside of a home you're not familiar with, and begin to see points of light everywhere. And as it reaches up, you see there's a person passing by, their head obscured by this point of light, reaches up and plucks. The person falls dead. And the mirror fades.
Okay.
I have no idea what that just did. I don't
Mirror
understand.
is vague and unclear, showing scenes that may be interpreted and cryptic.
That was cool as heck.
Lots of light and dots.
Yes.
What does it mean?
I have crazy ideas.
You always do.
I do.
You look away from the mirror. Peria has a whiteboard with all these different strings up, and you're like, "Where did you get that?" I was like, "I should
Oh,
add another pin to the board."
It's just Peria things.
Just parry a thing.
Huh.
Are they always cryptic like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Extremely so.
100%.
And I never really noticed. I always saw Peria just looking and like going in the corner watching something, and then
I have to
Taking
say,
notes.
the Mirror of the Past has been my favorite item I've ever
100%.
given a player in any campaign ever because it's just so. Is it useful? Maybe.
Sometimes, kind of.
Sometimes.
It gives us.
Feeds the crazy plots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives
It
us.
feeds the imagination.
Feeds the tinfoil hat.
Yeah. Gives vague insights.
Just enough where you think you might know
Mm-hmm.
what it's
You might
talking
have it.
about.
Mm.
Hmm.
So what does this mean?
Oh,
Does
yeah,
anybody
yeah,
have an idea?
Could not begin to even tell you.
I am a little
Collecting.
lost on some of them. I
I'm
have had
surprised he's not a
ideas,
collector.
but this one I am lost.
I have an interpretation if you'd like to hear it.
Please.
I'm not going to say anything because it defeats the purpose if I
Sure.
expand, so feel free.
Please go
All right.
ahead.
So what I gathered is that Antolis, as the finder, I think, is looking for inefficiencies, things that are not the perfect whatever for the apotheosis, therefore it is not needed, so it's plucked out of
Weed.
existence, or a weed, yes, and just, we don't need that as part of the new design. Let's keep it for the good stuff. And then
Mhm.
the whole people thing is that either A, that person was not the best gardener and they needed to go away, or people, humanity, non-apotheosis people. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's already happening.
The theory is shifting already. It's expanding.
Okay, so, all right.
Go for it. Take a
Aura.
breath, it's fine.
Yeah.
Aura. Here's my
Tinfoil
tinfoil hat. It's already
It's
on.
ready.
So the whole thing with the merc is
Mhm.
that it's burning away the excess of like usage, right? And that the world will be perfect. So come back into Invilis's light as we're merc monsters. The monks make the merc, so they're snuffing out the people because we don't fit the overarching plan of Invilis.
Well, yeah,
That's
that
it.
sounds like
Okay.
what they would do.
Yeah. There's the tinfoil hat.
Yep.
That's a good theory.
Sounds reasonable to me. But what do we do with the information?
Not all the
Nothing.
information you get actually does anything is the problem.
Yeah.
No,
It-
we
it-
do absolutely
it's-
nothing.
We
if you
stew on
weren't
it.
sure, if you weren't sure if Antolos was a good person, it can help. Like when you guys did it
Yeah.
on I think the best example was Matiros, the evil druid from Gardas. The drowning in paint metaphor gave you guys a tip off, like this guy might not be all together. But you already know Antolos is not great. So hard to say.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Cryptically confirmed.
Yeah.
Don't trust.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't
I never trusted any of the monks anymore.
don't ever take him to a garden.
Kinda
That's the
enslaved me.
takeaway.
That's the
Don't go to a
takeaway.
garden.
Not
Don't
a
walk in
fan
front of him.
Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Walk around the garden. Don't
Yeah.
walk through the garden.
There's poppies in
Papish.
there. All right, well, my soup is done.
Yes.
Are we going back right away? Where are we going?
I think we're
We're
just
waiting
waiting.
for Dresden.
Hurry up,
Dior.
Dresden.
Dior.
Dresden
Two
and
names.
Dior. Both of them. Hurry up.
Those people.
Yes.
I think I'm good otherwise to just wait until
Okay.
Dior shows up.
Medea,
Yes.
I have a
Mm.
question. Do you have any like hair dye in your kit of makeup stuff?
Mm.
I'm trying to get rid of blonde.
I don't think I do.
What
I don't
color
think
do
I
you
actually
want
have
now,
any.
Paria?
I just want to go back to my roots, man.
Electric blue.
Get to her roots. Actually, that's one thing I don't think Medea would have. She has like
Hard to
makeup,
say.
but she doesn't really mess with her hair color. She likes her hair color.
No, that's
So
I feel like if you go to
No.
any town, it's probably not
Alright.
hard to pick up.
We'll
Yeah,
go to a
but-
town. Wait.
Okay.
Okay.
we can get some berries somewhere in here.
Oh, I
and
don't know. I don't
Squish
think
them,
I
make a
want
paste.
purple
No.
hair.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Maybe for like.
There's plenty natural
hour.
things that will dye your hair, but
Oh, okay. Like bark. No, I don't know.
Are
how
you
nature
looking
works.
at me asking if bark will dye your
Nope.
hair, Paria?
Nope.
lemon lightens it.
Nope.
I can gather some berries and make it blue.
Nope.
Don't you have
Thank you.
good berries?
Mm,
Yes.
could.
Cool.
I do.
You need a lot
I could
of
give
them, though.
some.
No, fine,
No, it's okay.
fine.
I'm fine. Thank you.
What color are you going for, Paria?
My natural. I'm trying to literally go back to my roots.
I forget what your natural was.
It's fair. It's brown.
It's been so long.
It's brown. It's dark
Oh.
brown.
No, I kind of like what you have, but all right.
It's just, I don't know.
I like the blonde, but I am biased.
Wow.
Mhm,
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna be over here, just working away in my notebooks. Taking
Violet,
notes.
I see you have put yourself up by Soren.
Yes. Sorry to bother you. I had just a question.
As you approach Soren, you notice he's sitting back in this chair, and there are these screens of just light in front of him that seem to be hovering midair in front of this massive opaque blue sphere of glass that you know to be the divinity drive, this device that can punch holes through reality and send messages across dimensions. And he's doing something. You can't really make out much detail as he's like touching spots on the screen. As he touches, there's like a ripple of light and then continuing these ripples. And as you approach, he takes a second as you speak. He's like, "Oh, sorry." You see he like waves a hand and the screen disappears. Apologies. I get a little focused when I use this thing. It's kind of entrancing, to be honest. What can I do for you, Violet?
I was just wondering. The divinity drive has the capability of sending messages through dimensions. You said before.
The narrator just said that. Yes.
Um,
Yes. Yes, it does.
Can it send a message without the person knowing the spell message?
I'm sorry. What?
Can it send message for someone who can't magically cast it?
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering if you would let me use it then. I just want to message someone.
You want me to let you use the divinity drive?
Oh, you can't just.
He points to his left arm, which is, you recall the prosthetic limb that has the like shell, where you can see there's like a glass, like this part of the arm is glass, and you can see there's like a fluid inside with a bone. As he gestures, I had to sacrifice a limb so that I could even use this. It's attuned to only Kite can access it, and I have to use my mother's hand, and that stark reminder is always there. I apologize. I can send a message that you would like me to send, but only I can access it at the moment, unless you have a piece of my mother on you as well.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I didn't want to bother you if you were busy, though.
No. I've sent the message over to Lord Dior, and he'll be over as soon as possible. It may be an hour or two at least. He has a few affairs to. Probably better if we plan for evening. But I can certainly send a message if you'd like.
Yes, it's nothing major. I'm just curious to see how someone is doing.
You're a little quiet for me.
Sorry, the mic was moved away a bit more than I intended.
Gotcha. Perfect.
I'm just curious to see how someone's doing. I haven't spoken to in a while.
All right. Who is the recipient? You see, he waves his hand, and the screen reappears.
His name is Braun. He's a Minotaur child in Margust.
Ron. You see, like, as he's hitting these buttons or these symbols on the screen, I'm having some trouble locating specifics. He may not be in the database. He's not a traveler, is he?
I don't believe so.
I can message non-travelers. It's just I need a little bit more detailed. Do you have do you need any more descriptors? Is there anything about him that's
she will use prestidigitation to make a very tiny image of his face.
Don't know if prestidigitation can
I
make
don't
illusions.
think that's.
I'm pretty sure you can.
That's minor illusion.
Nope. You're thinking of minor illusion.
Oh yeah.
You can create an illusory image that can fit in your hand.
Oh.
With prestidigitation. A non-magical trinket or illusory image that can fit in your hand and that lasts until the end of your turn.
Okay.
So, like, a version of Braun.
Yeah, that's the best you can do, I suppose. Sorry, it's the best I can do.
No, it's fine. I can work with that. Where in Bardust is he?
He's in the capital, in the arena specifically.
Okay, that might help narrow it down. After like another moment or two of oh, there we go. He stopped for a moment. All right.
Will knows on behalf of Q, he wouldn't know who I am as I am now.
Of course. What would you like to say?
I just want to ask how he is, if he's been keeping up with his training, and if he's gotten used to the sword yet.
Very well. And you see, instead of typing anything out, he just presses his hand against the screen and kind of closes his eyes as you feel like he's maybe casting, essentially sending through this device. You see a little ripple along the surface of the divinity drive, which is interesting because it's you've seen it and you know it's like a glass sphere of completely solid, but for a moment, part of the surface bends and ripples as it stretches out across it and dissipates. I've sent it. I have to see if he'll respond.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just so you know, this does come with small power cost, so I can't do this infinitely. I do it for you and your companions due to the nature of our mission, and it's very important. I am not saying that I regret using it for this, but perhaps invest in a scroll of sending.
No, I understand. I won't ask you to do this once. It's just.
I understand.
I know Peria and Medea are probably tapped on their magic today after that insane fight.
Yes, probably. Oh, he's responded? Oh, right, yes. Sending spell does tell them the recipient's name. He's now asking why God is whispering.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yes, I did kind of forget that part too. Okay, I'm gonna let that one sit, and I'm not gonna respond back. But He didn't really say a whole lot beyond some exclamations. I don't know if he believed that I don't know if he believed what just happened actually happened, unfortunately. But he was healthy, it sounded like. He didn't sound like he was in distress other than the fact that God was speaking to him. So that's good.
That's good to know. For some context, he's kind of my pupil.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Well, perhaps it would be best if you paid him a visit in person when you have your airship then. Give him more lessons.
I definitely would like to.
Hmm.
Although he's going to not believe me at first, and then me, I'm sure.
No, I am quite certain nobody will when they first meet you, but that's something you're going to have to get used to, I'm afraid. It's a good change, though.
Yes, I believe so. So, thank you, and to get back to whatever it was you were doing.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And let the others know to expect Lord Dior for dinner, I suppose.
I will. Thank you. Okay.
Right? So, Violet returns, relays the news. Is there anything else you guys would like to do for the next, 4 hours of time before potentially they'll arrive?
4 short
I
rests.
can long rest in 4 hours.
The two Eladrin can get a full rest. Perry, I will allow
Yeah.
4 short rests, sure.
I need hit points.
The deal will be like da 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 da. Sleepy
Crits.
time.
Oh, nice. Max on 2.
Long
Ooh.
rest, baby.
Alright.
How much does Paisin even need?
And between the 2 days, we're going to be able to get rid of all of our decay, you said, right?
Yep.
Easily, yes.
Okay. So,
Good.
I need to roll for my amulet for next day. Well, we're not getting a next day yet, so.
Well, if you it's true. If it says resets on dawn, that's different from long
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
My action surge is back. Yay.
Yay, action surge.
Yay.
Oh, before I take my short rest,
Yes.
I'm going. A little cheesy, but I'm gonna cast Goodberry 4 times before I go to rest.
Okay.
For 40 hit points. I'm really constipated.
So I have 40 good berries on me if we need healing in the next day.
They last 24 hours, right?
They last 24 hours.
Thought it was 8
Wow.
hours.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they must be consumed within 24 hours, or they just turn into normal berries.
Yep.
I mean, you could technically. The good thing about them is they don't just disappear. They just lose the potency.
Yeah, they lose the magical nature. They're still food, technically.
I don't think 40 berries is gonna do much unless you're
No.
starving.
The magical
no
part of
shit.
it will make you fine for
yeah.
a day, but
Oh yeah,
Honestly,
no.
The 24 hours in 1 minute.
Goodberry being a first level spell is bonkers to me in a world like. In reality, there should never be anyone going hungry as long as you know a druid or ranger in your life. They can
Yeah,
feed
no.
10 people every day for the full. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's cool, but the existence of Goodberry as a first level, the beginner level spell, is great. Anyone can take the magic initiate feat and just have Goodberry.
Yep.
That's kind of nuts. But yeah. All right. Well, you guys spend the day resting up after getting your butts kicked pretty good. I mean, you gave as good as you get. You gave better than you got, 'cause he's dead. So you won, but some of you were hurt. Paisin did have to heal up a good bit too. But as the day progresses into evening, there is no notable change in here as it is perpetually in this pocket of space.
Mm.
But thankfully, with Peria's sphere, you are able to, the chronal sphere, keep accurate time. And sometime around 6 p.m.-ish, Isorin arrives at your rest area and announces, I've received word that Dior and a few others from Renati will be here shortly. If you all want to get ready, I will go and let them in, so to speak. I was also thinking we
Great.
might include Dresden in this little meeting, as he probably has important information on the monks as well.
That would probably be good.
I
Where
will
should we gather? Here in the dining room, or in
just
the
wait.
comfy?
I'd say wait here for a moment, and we'll see wherever. I don't know how many people are arriving. First of all,
I want to go sit on the road.
I want to
Soren,
be in the chamber that has all the chairs.
Me too.
Up
That's
to
what I
you.
was thinking.
Yes.
Should we go there as like a power move? Like, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I like that idea.
Tyson's like, I don't know. I kind of like choosing whatever seat I want. He's got all those weird chairs. Some of them aren't as comfortable. Like, kind of
That's
nice to
true.
get first pick.
That's true.
We should make the Lord sit on the wooden chair.
Yes, I was thinking that too. It'd be kind of funny.
Like, do you think he seems like a really chill guy? Do you think he'd like
Mm.
flex his title and force someone to get up, or would he sit on a stool? all
No,
the
No, I
time?
think
He's
he'd
not
sit there.
like
I think
that.
he'd sit on a stool, like
Yeah,
the most
that'd be
uncomfortable
kind of-
chair.
That'd be kind of funny.
It would be.
I heard he was a prince.
No, that's
Really?
right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've heard the rumors.
Ugh.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we do go to there, let's all not go for the uncomfortable chairs and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like uncomfortable chairs.
Prince
anyway.
of what?
I don't know. Apparently in his old world or something. I don't know.
No.
Oh, right.
Yeah, travelers and all
Travelers.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Good for him.
Yes.
All
What if there's
right.
too many and we can't all fit? Maybe we'll just stand around the corpse of. Never mind.
Oh.
Stand around the golden corpse for our
It
meeting.
isn't weird at all.
No.
Kinda culty.
As you guys are talking, a few moments pass by before you hear the sound of the portal activate. You see Dresden step through, and as he steps through, it looks like he was in mid-conversation with someone, and he turns around to continue the conversation as you see several figures, one by one, appearing through the portal into the sanctum. For the first time for some of them in a long time.
Oh,
Oh, this room is definitely not gonna be big enough.
yeah.
As you see, heading the pack, Lord Dior does step up and kind of shakes hands with Aurora. It's been a bit since we've talked in person, face to face. This is good. Thank you for the invitation. Oh, it wasn't really my invitation. Your Vanguard, specifically. And as he turns to look at you, you see
Hello.
Toloko and Naren kind of standing side by side. Toloko's adjusting himself. Well, it's been a while since we've had an official council meeting sort of situation, but it sounds like something important happened. Didn't we just see you this morning?
We work pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say a bit too quickly. You also see Rose and yes, how could I forget? Stepping through the portal behind them all.
Oh.
Of course.
Flying
alarm.
in
Okay.
over Dior's head as Dior kind of has to duck down a bit. Immediately beelines
Mm-hmm.
across the room and
Yep.
just
Which
dives into the gold and just begins to swim amongst it as Viola's returned with her horde once again.
Doggo.
See, Rose goes, don't get it. I don't. What happens if the gold goes flying over the edge? It's kind of Rose kind of chases after Viola. It's kind of tame a little bit there. You also see, for the first time,
Yeah.
Filianor. Haven't really seen her much outside of Renati, stepping up next to her husband Dior.
Love it so much.
I haven't been here in, 21 years now? I see not much has changed. Soren, Dresden. So, what brings us all together? See, Dior kind of like nods. Yes, I heard there was something urgent regarding the monks.
Yes, perhaps we should go grab a seat first, not stand around here.
Yes, agreed. Is there a place to sit? See, Soren's like, yes, over here, the sitting area. And you see,
I called the plush one.
Dior looks over. Did you not have enough of the same chair, Soren? I wasn't sure what type of chair is most comfortable, so I
She's
just made
legit.
them all.
She's legit going as fast as she can to get on
Yeah.
The comfy
the
chairs.
comfy chairs. Yeah.
Look, Perry is the youngest in this group.
Izine definitely also rushes over
Be childish.
and will grab this chair right here.
Well,
Dior steps up.
I like run past.
Violet's going to stand next to Peria so that there's enough for everyone else.
Loco's gonna come over and like lounge
Yes.
over here.
Yeah.
Naren will come over here. Dresden will take that chair.
Yes.
Soren will also just kind of stand. And you see, like,
Man.
as
Oh
everyone
my
sits down,
God,
Dior and
Stan,
Felinor,
oh.
Dior and Felinor just like look to each other, look to all the chairs available. Dior walks over.
Oh, I'm here. I'm sorry.
I
So,
mean, they can take the couch too. Oh no, so you say he lounged.
Yeah. I'll like
Yeah,
move
Toloko's
Toloko's feet.
kind of taking up 2 spaces. What's the
Your
point of
feet
this chair? If you're not gonna-
Toloko.
What's the point of this chair? If you're not gonna Fine. He pats the space
Nobody
between
wants
him
to
and
take-
Peria.
Nobody wants to take the big one.
Yeah,
Felinor will absolutely not even like just like step over and just sit.
Oh yeah,
Like pull the chair up.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Like, I'm so sorry I took your spot.
Soren will come over next to the giant chair, and he's like, "This one, I assumed we'd have some like Goliath friends at some point, so I made this, but it just seems a little." He sits in the giant chair, like he looks kind of like a child in a chair too big
His
for him at this
legs
point.
sticking over.
A little bit.
Kicking his legs off.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
As you all take your seats around this table, Dior like adjusts himself on the probably the worst quality chair of the lot here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, thank you for your accommodations, Soren. They are eclectic. Does Violet still stand despite the seat next to Peria? Just
Well,
curious.
Tolo's.
1 second, I'm looking at something.
Okay.
I moved his feet. Told him
Yeah,
they
Tolo
smell.
sat up and pat the seat next to him, and Peria was like, "Fine."
Uh,
Love that.
would prestidigitation change the way a seat feels?
No,
Mm-mm.
I didn't think so.
no, you can't change the make of something. That's like a
Mhm.
transmutation type thing.
I'm gonna make
Okay.
him a cushion.
Oh,
Essentially.
you see, despite the chair being clearly like of the worst make of them,
Mhm.
Dior does not seem to make any show of discomfort. He sits upright and stately.
As you do.
As he do.
Yeah.
As you do. Boy.
do.
See, as everyone's kind of sitting around waiting, Dior speaks up. Now then, that we are properly seated. Vanguard, you have a report for me. And it was so urgent you required our presence here in the sanctum.
Take
For
the
security
goop,
purposes.
Yes.
I understand that.
put the goop on the table, slide it into the middle, and look to Mira because she looked like she was about to say the
Oh,
report.
the canister sort of.
Yeah.
As you slide it, just shing, rings into the center of the table and like stops.
So, to start, as Peria is bringing out, we believe we know the source of the injectors that were used by the ones on the train and have been used since.
This
Deli-
looks familiar. This is the you see Dior steps up and like reaches across the table and grabs. This looks extremely familiar. Where did you find this?
Well, we took a trip to Old Barristock.
There is recognition in Dior's eyes as you say that. I've been there.
We ran into a monk who was left behind there.
I was
And
not aware there were any more.
neither were we until we went there. And thanks to the Apotheosis Initiative, he was able to create these. As we had an encounter with him, he would eject these after activating aura arts, like Burst or Arsenal.
Interesting.
This liquid, if it is created by machines like him, we can only think of one direction this points to for where it came from, on what occurred on the train and what has occurred all throughout Kaitark.
Monks.
This is a grave accusation you are levying against one of our most steadfast allies of the last 2 decades.
We are.
What was your purpose for traveling to Old Barristock? I see Dresden speaks up. Sorry, Lord Dior. That was me. I had a request. I'm working on their the airship, the one that you were on a long time ago, the spyware that they recovered, and it needed. Thank you again. A new engine, really badly. They got one, really good one, and they went there on my request. I am just as shocked. Well, actually, I'm less shocked than you are because I've known for a little while that the monks are not great. And see, as he says that, Filianor speaks up. Then why have you not said anything until now? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I sort of was terrified for my life for a while. They had me under house arrest. They blamed the train disaster on me, and we're planning on using me, I'm thinking at this point, as like a scapegoat for the whole thing, which in retrospect, now I'm absolutely positive that's what they were going to do. They even, Toloko's like, yeah, they put me on trial in Calcifel for the whole train thing. I knew my enchantments weren't wrong. It had to be something else. Fucking robots. Yeah, what he said. But yeah, they went there on my behalf. Sorry, I know you guys are under like a weird time crunch with the world saving thing, but this was important business. Dior just kind of takes this and starts. See, like Dior's now like leaning against the table, fingers threaded. I see.
There are other circumstantial ties between the order and the monks.
You have more?
I don't have proof in front of me, but while we were there, we encountered teleportation hubs that use similar technology to what the Order has been using all across the world for their Elkin trafficking and presumably movement of liquid murk. What's his name? Blue Boy, Abjurist.
Oh, Avosi.
Avosi, thank you. Avosi can at least testify to those teleportation circles here in Elkhest.
I've received reports regarding the warehouses the Order has been using and the teleportation circles that have configurable what's the word?
Destinations?
Yes, using these crystalline spheres that have etched patterns, allowing them to change it at will. It's something we've actually been trying to replicate upon hearing about it. That could be extremely useful. You say they had the same thing in Barristock?
Yes, Dresden, the orbs that we gave you, I believe also act as those keys.
See, Dresden's like, Oh, that's what all those markings were on it. I wasn't sure, really. It kind of
Oh.
seemed unnecessary from like an engineering standpoint. I don't get into as much of the arcane side of it. A little bit, obviously, but not as much. It's like, as he's talking, eventually, Soren just puts his hand up, like, we understand.
Additionally, the ties between the Golden Clan and the monks of Barastock are evident, and we know that the Order has infiltrated Susail. So, there's a lot. I know it is circumstantial, but it's a lot. It doesn't seem like a coincidence anymore.
Dior doesn't really respond for a moment as he just sits there, leaning into his hands. See, his eyes are moving quickly as he's kind of thinking over a lot of different possibilities and outcomes. You see Filianor is the one who kind of leans forward. But why? The monks are, as far as we knew, scientists, engineers, creators, inventors. They didn't have a religious agenda. Apotheosis, certainly, but they had already mastered that as far as we were aware.
They serve Kite, yes, in your
Yes.
games. Well, so another thing, I have strong reason to believe that former Prince Estranged, Castellus Ruin, has kind of been acting as a body double for Kite in a way.
As you say that, Naren now like leans forward. What?
Yeah. Oh, Nara, I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry, there was a lot. Yes. Kite had one last initiative, and I remember the name of that initiative, and it was the Eternal Initiative. The last kind of thing that Kite made up, and that Kite needed a host that was of genetic, biological aura-ness, and that was Castellus. So he is under really Kite's control, and that's how he's able to manipulate the Merc and grant auras and do all the things that he can do, because you guys made him lose his aura somehow. So
See, Dior, that was it was not us, but he blamed us, certainly. It was a extremely temporary companion. We met a traveler in the Invilium we traveled with for less than a day, I believe, and within that time frame he somehow acquired an artifact of great power that stripped Castellus of his aura, and it led to... Honestly, Chris, that one moment last campaign with the
Changed the
fucking
course.
deck of many things changed the whole course of this campaign.
What?
why it's such a
With a character that I didn't even keep
that.
playing.
No, you bailed. You 100% bailed with that character once you guys got out.
But then I brought in Tarion, and Tarion was
You did,
wonderful.
Which was a much better
Much
choice.
better.
It was a much better choice. Dior continues. He has since blamed us, and you see at this point now, like Rose, who has kind of been listening in over with Viella, is kind of stepping up behind like a Soren over here. He specifically blamed me for a long time due to I used vestments from the Aeons to replicate an aura, and he saw it as some form of sacrilege, I believe. I also wielded a blade a Soren was known for a time, and it was a sacred relic of his people, apparently. Of your people, I suppose. And I meant no offense with any of it. It was times of necessity. We were facing threats beyond imagination, and the aura and the weapon were both useful. He did not see it that way, though. He saw it as us trying to usurp his culture, and I believe he took it as a personal offense, especially once his aura was lost. I've always worried about what that may lead to. I never imagined it would be something like this. Dior, after all of this, to summarize. You have found a great deal of evidence that the monks themselves are aligned with the order, have been generating some form of portable murk using their bodies through apotheosis, and the motive involves Kite having never left this world.
Yeah. Sums it up.
See, Philionor slams a fist on the table.
Oh, shit.
I knew she could not be trusted. There is a reason we never included her in our pantheon at the church. That woman is too dangerous to have any control over this world's direction.
Well,
Dior puts a hand up.
apparently the fact that we could even go to Old Barristock shows that she never truly threw away something she was supposed to.
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
up with
that's
that?
weird.
That was weird.
I don't
We
quite
understand that.
understand what exactly was supposed to happen, but it sounded like it shouldn't have been possible with what she promised.
Soren will respond there. My mother claimed to have, well, as those gathered here can tell you, looks like Toloco, Dior, Philionor, Rose. The end of the Aeon War that ended 21 years ago when the Tarask was defeated and the Pleroma ceded the effort to destroy this world. It only happened because Kite claimed to have regretted her decisions and chose to leave, and in doing so to undo her mistakes, one of which was to return the realms she had pilfered from across the multiverse back to where they came from. When I came into the position as the now caretaker of the Invilium, I, well, did some digging, gestures to his arm, and found perhaps not that everything my mother said was a lie, but it would be quicker to tell you what was true. Very, very little. I also don't believe that she ever did leave. Perhaps... I don't know how she fooled the Pleroma. I don't know what she did. But somehow she made it seem that her essence had left this world, but instead it was tethered to this Castellus. I don't know. The fact that Barristock exists, it is deeper within the Invilium, yes. It's like she was trying to sweep it under the rug. Knowing my mother, this doesn't surprise me, to be honest. She considers those realms assets. It'd be foolish to just give them up. But I thought, we all thought, she truly had regretted what she'd done. It's only now that I think we realize perhaps she was lying the whole time.
That does seem to be the case. If I might venture a guess as to why she lied about releasing it, I think there's a chance she knew that monk that was still there, she knew he was there. So,
Very likely.
and it seems he was still fully dedicated to the apotheosis. Perhaps,
I think that that monk was some sort of secret weapon she was holding on to.
perhaps she hadn't fully given up on apotheosis as a possibility.
From what I've learned about the Great Works, the various initiatives that she created, Apotheosis was probably the most successful of them, but it had the most flaws. It was reliable. It would work. You would be transferred to a body that was resilient to decay and could... I did not know exactly how until now, but the records indicated there were ways of mitigating or even disposing of your decay easily. I now see perhaps it was this method. But it came with a loss of identity and self. in some cases, forms of madness. As the he actually like gestures, like a screen opens, and he flits through a moment. Yes, here was one of the last reports my mother made on apotheosis. While it is a promising field for combating the decay, several subjects have reported still being able to feel their limbs while separated from the body. They have reported excruciating pain and night terrors of their body wandering without their control. It is difficult to sever an organic creature from the senses of their organic body. More testing required. He closes the screen. Perhaps she hadn't given up, but at the time it sounded like she wasn't sure.
Well,
Some back burner for later.
Well, that's probably why she left it to him.
Perhaps. Concerningly, if that's the case, it's possible she was monitoring him. What are the chances that they know what has just happened?
That would be very concerning.
I just go like this. I'm like scratching.
Oh, thank you, Celtic.
The fact that you bring that
Appreciate
up,
that.
Mhm.
we have discovered that Medea has been tagged somehow.
Compromised, apparently.
You see Dior turns. What do you mean?
Well, before I got to Nuranati, I was a slave in New Barstock.
What? There is
Oh,
you
yeah.
look to Dior and Philinor, there is a hardness and like the brow furrows, and Philinor like grips her seat a little bit. What do you mean? As she like leans forward.
Well, they used organic people to help build their city. And
You
then
used
they
the
didn't
word
need
slave.
us anymore.
We were familiar.
Yes.
They look to each other. We were under the impression they contracted workers from other countries, from other kingdoms.
From illegal sources. I
Uh,
wasn't there willingly. And many of us weren't. We were literally taken, put in cages, taken from the Under-Elk into New Barstock.
See, Dior looks genuinely shocked and looks over to Philinor, and you see behind Philinor there is this growing light as her hair begins to like move slightly, almost like a halo of light framing her head, and you see like the tips of her fingers begin to glow slightly, and you see Dior reaches over and puts a hand on hers. Dear, not here, not now.
Additionally, we do have physical evidence. Dresden,
Yeah, what? Yeah?
if you
Yes.
would, please take a look behind my sister's right ear.
Okay.
There was. It
Go.
goes by Monk and Tolis. The only way we could get to different places in Old Barstock was it activated. I guess it was
Yeah,
very
as you touch
warm.
the spot, he pulls your hair away a bit and is like, "Excuse me, sorry, I'm allowed to touch, right? Just want to make sure."
Yeah.
Cool. He goes in, and you see like he flicks down something over his eye, and like the little light appears.
I never really noticed it before.
It looks like an abrasion or a bump, but you said this lets you go places.
According to the monk there, it recognized her as which monk was it?
Monk and Tolis.
I'm familiar with
Finder?
Antolis. Yeah, he's remember correctly, as he's like looking around,
I've
he's like
never
pulling
heard
towards
of
up.
him.
Well, no, he's not really active as one of the monks. He's sort of like quality assurance would be the word I'd use. He makes sure everything's running smoothly, and he finds problems and removes them typically.
Told you.
You see, he takes this small tool. He's like, okay, there's gonna be a slight pinch, and he cuts
go
a little
ahead.
bit. And you don't take any points of damage. You guys have been impaled by giant blades. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just like a bee sting.
There's like there's a bee stings, and and after a moment he gestures and you see he pulls back. Well, I'll be damned. Huh. I haven't seen anything like this. This small, at least.
Does that mean they did it to everybody who left?
I
After we built, they pretty much wiped out the people. Apparently, they wiped out the people that brought us to them.
Terrifying.
But then
Terrifying.
they just said, "You're not needed anymore. Go." So I left.
So wait. So they. Dior leans over. So, to understand clearly,
Mm-hmm.
the monks of Barastock have not only been colluding with the Order, but on our land, under my rule, engaged in the purchase and enforced labor of other beings, slaves. Why did you never report this? I'm so terribly sorry this happened to you. No.
I just wanted to forget about all of it.
I understand.
I wanted
apologize.
to make a new life here.
I shouldn't have said anything. It falls to the leadership in matters like this, and I will make this right. You have my word. He looks over to Dresden. Investigate that thing you've pulled out of her, and perhaps we can figure out why they let you go. Right? Yeah. I guess I'll do that later, or should I just go now? Do you really need me anymore for this conversation? It kind of feels like I'm gonna go. Just.
Thank you, Dresden.
And he will go and leave. As he leaves, Dior kind of runs a hand through his hair. This is extremely dire. I've always had my concerns about the monks. They were understandably a bit more alien, a bit unnerving. I had an encounter with them actually myself. When we visited Barastock, I was investigating the technology that made up their abode, and upon trying to salvage a sample for research, they were extremely quick to turn hostile.
Extremely.
Extremely quick.
Ah, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since that moment, I've always had my uncertainties, been a bit wary that there was something under the surface, but I always thought that it was just... I assumed it was something about their apotheosis that made them unusual, not anything sinister. I would never have imagined there was a motive that would have them turn against us in such a way. I also swear to you, I would never have condoned enslavement. If they needed... it doesn't make sense. If they needed resources, I was willing to provide it.
Maybe it was an effort in covert data collection. The one that we fought, he was obsessed with collecting data.
That is what I am concerned about now. How long this has been going on. How long the knife has really been in our backs.
21 years.
If Kite never left, and simply moved to inhabit Castellus, how long has she been known by the monks? Is it since day one? Is it recent? It doesn't really make any difference, but the monks have implanted themselves in a seat of power in the Holy Land. Some would say potentially equivalent to my own. They have a city filled with researchers, with workers, innocent lives. Not to mention a weapon, if you can call it that. You see, as he says weapon, there's like a moment, everyone give me an insight check real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not
Shit.
no D4.
Oh,
22.
yeah, 12.
Okay. Mira and Peria pick up on the look real quick. You feel that as he says something about weapon, he goes a little bit pale. And then kind of like covers his mouth,
The giant mech.
looks over to Filianor.
Mhm.
We might need to work quickly to ensure the safety of the people. See, Filianor nods. I was about ready to go over there and wipe them out, actually.
Perhaps a small force of people kind of looking around to our group.
I go like this in my chair, like kind of like restlessly.
Could go over and take care of what needs to be done. Lord Dior.
What would we actually do? I mean, what would that strike force actually do?
That is what I would like to know.
We can't. He like looks to Filianor, puts a hand on hers, trying to like quell the righteous fury that is the
Calm down
soul
here.
of his wife.
Calm down
Just let it go.
Mhm.
Just let it
We
happen.
already lost our daughter.
Hell
We
hath
need to
no
restore
fury.
people.
I understand everyone's feelings, but we cannot act rashly. There is something I do need to explain. They have, as I'm sure you have seen, a very large machine, a construct of Dresden's design that I believe they've referred to as some form of mech. A walking golem of monumental size. We've never had to employ it, really. It was made to fight the Tarask, and by the time it arrived, we had wrapped things up. So it's never really seen true combat, but its potential is, for destruction especially, we had always assumed we might use it if Sivadona became an issue. If that gives an idea of how capable it may be. More than that, I've been working on something in a bit secret. We have been.
Oh?
We salvaged something from the wreckage of the Sovereigns. The remains of a weapon. In its time, it was known as the God Lance, and it is what caused the ruination of Renati, the crater that we all live in, as well as the removal of a shire, a city none of you would be familiar with as it was destroyed long ago before the Holy Land even fell. There was an entire other populace to the south of Renati that no longer exists. We've been trying to reverse engineer its designs and recreate it, and it was to be mounted to this mech. Not
no.
for use in other countries or anything of that sort. A weapon of this form we only wanted as a deterrent.
Mhm.
We only wanted to tell people
Back off.
we will speak softly but carry a very large stick, to be metaphorical.
Very large gun.
Yeah.
Has
see
this been mounted?
Toloko, Toloko leans forward. Just want to put this out there. It wasn't really just the lance, though, that was the problem. The lance itself, the God Lance, was an impressive weapon that could fire something miles away. It was meant to be used at long distance, which was its real appeal. But it was the ammunition that was causing the devastation. And, well, I don't think you have any more of those. Do you, Lord Dior? You are correct. We no longer have any of Venera's arrows. The creation of them was,
Nope. Continue.
the creation process was lost with her absence when she left this world. But the monks believed they had an alternative. They were developing a weapon that would rival Venera's arrows in destructive capability.
Oh.
Ah, I see.
Chitilla goes like, "Oh, that part I wasn't aware of. That's lovely. That's really lovely. So, when were you going to tell me? Because I served Lady Venera for a number of years, and that's a problem because she made those arrows. She made those to fight gods. You know, they were designed to combat divinity. Yes, I am aware, and that's why we were keeping this very quiet until we had more information. The world is on the brink of collapse, if you haven't noticed, and we needed to have something in case. We've been very lucky that none of the fighting has come to our shores yet. We've been meeting the enemy in the field, but
Where are you in the creation of these weapons of mass destruction? Who owns them currently, physically?
you see, as Dior looks to you
Yes, who?
gravely,
Oh, shit.
Really?
Shit.
the monks of Barastock are experts in their field.
Oh,
We were
no.
more than happy to leave it to them for the research and development, when we thought they were our steadfast allies.
Okay, I know what we're getting.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we can absolutely not just attack them head on.
No.
No.
If they
we
even
got-
activate it on themselves, the damage could be.
Catastrophic.
I don't know how much of the Holy Land could really survive if that weapon is activated on our own soil.
So we absolutely need a stealthy approach to this. To which our ship would be capable of once it's operational.
That's true.
Hey, Soren, I feel terribly about this. Could you ask Dresden to join us again? I have a question for him. I'm gonna actually cast this one. He reaches up with his hand and casts Ascending from the arm. After like a moment or two, you hear the sound of the portal opening. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize I was still needed. No disrespect, man. I was definitely planning on coming back. What do you need? Oh, Lord, you're. It's just one question. You knew the monks better than any of us. You spent time with them in their own home. You were like them, inventors. If there was anything that could coax them out of hiding, anything that could antagonize them, what would it be? So he's like, that's a weird, kind of a weird question. Well, they don't really have, like, I don't know, like, desires or wants, as far as I knew. They lived, like, they were called monks for a reason. They lived lives that were bare of many things. They just lived to think and to invent. Let me think. Well, they hated it when somebody invented something that was better than theirs, or like made theirs obsolete. They always were monitoring the people of Barristock to see if anyone was creating anything that would undermine their own creations.
So like an airship.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty good.
Really fancy airship with a divinity engine.
Yours, like, calling us over.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, Mira.
Might work. It has to be something that shows them that they are incapable of replicating it, though. Something truly infuriating for an inventor. Something that makes what they have obsolete. You see, he thumbs one of his rings, kind of worriedly. I'll have to work on this. For now, Vanguard, continue with your original mission. I will work on a plan of attack. I can't say when or how specifically just yet. But I will probably call upon all of you when it comes time to delicately handle the traitor in our midst. Can I count on you all for that?
Of course.
Of course.
Yes, Lord Dior.
Absolutely.
You will not be alone in this, though.
Rules.
This is personal.
Oh,
Oh shit.
This is personal. Oh.
In fact,
nope.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
He's probably a battle
I have
master
been-
in 5e.
I have been
Eldritch.
putting off an event for some time.
Oh.
Something that has been needed for a long while. I think I may try to incorporate this into it. Where are you headed next?
Well, that depends.
No, there's no depending, Mira. If we're going to have to wait on this, I want to go to Suseo to try to prevent a civil war.
Alright, but Violet. Oh, by the way, this isn't Q anymore, this is Violet. So
Oh,
Violet.
I was kind of-
over that part.
I didn't want to be rude. I was just waiting for an introduction at some point, but
My apologies.
Nothing matters.
Reincarnation, anyways.
oh,
Yes.
I don't understand it either.
Yes. You, as you knew her, died, and I reincarnated into this.
She's taller.
And older.
quite a bit has happened since your last update with me. It seems.
Thank you for the
I will need
hydration,
a full
Kaya.
report soon.
And yay, pizza. And thank you for the
I
gifted
haven't
sub,
asked you all
Celtic.
to be
I
terribly
know.
documentative, but I will start needing some form of
I
actual
I know.
reports.
You did mention that last time.
I did, yes.
Yes.
You
But
know,
I
it's a
understand
bit,
you're very busy.
it's a bit
We all are.
unfortunate that we haven't been able to keep that bard with us.
So, Violet, my only question to you is, without the airship, how do we get over there quickly? The last time that we went there, we went
didn't,
in
but-
through the last time that
didn't.
I was told that you went there
Just want to specify.
was apparently through the alabaster. I don't think that would be
Plausible or possible.
We
possible.
have two options. Multiple options. Not a big deal.
No, Peria has the way for us. She's actually been to our mother's garden before. There's apparently an important tree there.
Oh,
When were we going to be told about this?
I kind of assumed that you guys assumed we were going to tree there because it's our best mode of transportation.
Also, we could Just ask Vosi to take us there, because he memorized the teleportation circle.
That too.
That is also true. Avosi would be able to get you to several locations in Suseo.
Yes.
Is
As
Abosi
you-
safe right now?
Safe?
As
Like-
far as I know, yes, he's surrounded
He-
by guards and arcanists of his choosing for his Aegis ward. That will actually come up. I wish I had a way to test its efficacy against such a weapon, but I'd rather it not be a trial by fire. Actually, yes. You said Suseo.
Yes.
This is good. This could work. Give me a day. Remain. I understand you probably have much you want to do. Remain here for one more day. I will return. And I will have a mission for you. To
Alright.
go to Suseo on my behalf.
Understood.
Right. Stamp of approval.
This will help us prepare for what's to come.
Thank you for the follow, Dragon. Welcome.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I have a lot to do in the next 24 hours. I will, I suppose, meet you all here again tomorrow evening.
Yes,
Before
sir.
I depart, is there anything else you need to report or ask?
Um,
Did we skip it?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of shit. Hmm.
I don't have anything to report, but seeing as you now know who I was, I would like to formally apologize to both you and Lady Filianor for my curt words when I was 2 during the time that you had just lost Camille. When it was regarding
I recall, and that is, we appreciate that. And Filianor nods. Thank you. It was a difficult time for everyone, including your past self, I imagine. No
Yes.
harm, no foul.
Thank you.
Filianor turns to Mira. I notice you carry the bow of a solar.
It's just a blank look on her face, and she's like,
What?
What?
I do?
Interesting. Well, we should be going then.
It was this bow belonged to my teacher a long time ago.
No, it didn't.
Oh, this is a different bow.
Not that one.
You
Not
gave
that
your
one.
bow to Narkashan.
To
You have the
Narkashan.
bow of a solar you got in the vault.
You are correct, but that bow was still his. It was in his vault. I'm referring to because it was in his vault.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a vault of Bartoon and him being one. Right. Okay, I got you. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have two bows belonging to you.
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
technically I'm right, but I see what you were going
Right.
for
Yes,
too.
Yes. Understood.
It was in a vault, that used to belong to, I guess, Bartoon, which is my teacher. It's weird.
You don't need to explain it. It's just a good omen.
Oh,
I was
okay.
surprised when I noticed it.
It,
Apologies.
Yeah.
no, it's fine. It is,
Have you gotten used to it yet? It
Uh,
has a bit of a kickback.
yes, it is quite powerful.
Do you have any arrows to go along with it? Specific slaying arrows.
I do have, well, I have like 1 or 2 slaying arrows, but not like a specific arrow for the bow. Are you offering me more arrows?
Oh, sister.
She already
Arrow
asked.
Slaying. 200 creature. You see, she reaches behind her, and manifesting out of thin air with like a sheen of light is a golden quiver. She flips
Hello.
through it.
Hello.
I don't have too many of this type, but considering what we're about to do,
A little bit of
she reaches in and
drool.
plucks out two golden arrows and gestures and hands them out to you. 2 arrows of construct slaying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Use them well.
Thank you. I will. Oh my god. Okay. Let me add this to my stash.
Didn't we have to ask Carl or Cariel about something?
Yes.
Yes.
I forget.
If you guys wanted to go with them back to
Could-
Renati, that works
could we-
too.
Could we
Yeah.
go with you to Renati? With you to Renati?
If you bring that up, Jory will be like, of course, we can absolutely arrange that.
Also, one more thing. The Azure Cloud Mirror, the thing that surrounded the Holy Land.
See, there's
Giants.
a brief look of like, I think I know what you're talking about from Dior, and he's like,
Maybe.
I'm familiar, vaguely.
It was a whole population of giants, and now
Mhm.
they're just floating around on what's left of the cloud wall that surrounded apparently the Holy Land.
I've heard word of it from other leaders of the world. It's apparently some consider a myth, but how I know things go, I knew it was probably real.
Yep.
They're
At the moment-
allies
What
of
about-
ours now.
Yep.
Okay, now that's sort of the thing you have to tell me as soon as it happens, so I know who do I read.
It's
How do
been
I-
like 2 days.
Mhm.
4 days. It's been like 4 to 5 days.
You're,
Leans
we
in
know
the
you
chair.
were very busy.
There is a fine line between incredibly efficient and frustratingly quick. This is somewhere between the two.
The only thing we need to be careful of is that their king was very much like kite, 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 kite. So if he finds out that we're fighting kite, 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 not good.
Interesting.
Potential allies.
Yes, potential also foes. Just more of a thing for you to think about.
That is good to know. If he is allied particularly to Kite, then we must make sure to keep that information close to the chest and hope that
Good
he does not
news.
discover it.
He thinks that these two are Kite and Maida reincarnated.
Sterling furrows his brow like, what?
Mirror
Yeah.
just kind of like.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
You know, I've
Yes.
met both of them briefly. When I met Kite, she was a bit different. She had experimented upon herself quite considerably by that point, so it was hard to tell, but I can sort of see it. Looks to Mira. That I can see.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Weird. Okay, well that's I'm gonna have to digest that one.
Yep.
Yes, very well. If you are coming to Renati, please feel free. We have, I believe, enough transportation service between all of us. You see, Tolok was like, I'm a little tapped on the teleport spells for the day. I'm still kind of getting up to my usual repertoire. I believe Naren has some dirty tree magic she can use, though. See, Naren, like, kicks him.
I love their dynamic so
You know,
much.
Tolo,
Yes.
nature and arcana, they can balance
Oh,
with
don't
each
you
other.
start now!
They. Yeah.
And Rose speaks up, and for anyone else, me and Viola can give a ride as well. We can easily get you all to Renati. See, Dior pushes his chair out, stands. Need to do a roll real quick for Dior.
His back.
Backwards.
His sciatica.
He gestures, and with only the barest roll of the
Wits.
shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Very well then. I call this meeting adjourned. This was extremely good intel, if troubling. Well then, I suppose to Renati.
Yes.
Two or
See,
nothing.
Paisan stands up. I kind of fell asleep for a bit there, but I got the gist of it. I didn't really need to be here. Let's be honest.
Once
Good to
again,
have you here, Paisy.
thank you so much for the arrows.
Of course, I don't have too many of those that I can hand out. Part of my transformation stocks myself with a few magically, but they can't be gifted. I've had a few crafted for when I can fight in this form, and those are a few of them, so use them well. I cannot promise there will be any more.
Oh, trust me, I will use them well.
She keeps like all her arrows. She hoards
Well
them.
then, Violet's going to put Diane down, the dragon sword into her bag of holding. I call dibs on flying on Viola.
No, I want to fly on Viola too. I
I
was named
would.
after a dragon.
I will take the tree.
Funny.
All right.
That's
So
just-
one by one, you guys
That's
either
funny.
go with Naren through tree or Rose via dragon. Obviously, tree's a little bit faster, but dragon is much cooler.
She's like, bitch, move over.
Let me throw on some.
I want to see what the hubbub's about.
Actually, I'm gonna say real
funny.
quick.
We'll
Let's
take
take
a-
a quick break
yeah.
here. Yeah.
That sounds
get some
good.
noms before we
Please.
continue, as it seems like a pretty natural stopping point for.
All right. After our break, we are back.
Yeah. Okay. So as you guys divide yourselves to either go with Naren through the tree back to Renati instantly, or to ride with Rose and Viella. Obviously, those who go by tree will be there a bit quicker, but you'll find that traveling by dragon is quite quick.
Especially a
And so-
massive dragon.
So we'll say, for the sake of expediency, that there's not that much of a time difference between how quickly people return.
Mhm.
Who does go on Viella, though?
Me.
Yes. Yep. Let's do sail kids.
Pai's gonna be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It is a wild ride, very, very quick, lots of wind flapping in your hair, or in Pai's fur, and it is an unforgettable experience that we are skipping over.
Is there something going on with the stream? I can't see the pictures. I listen to the.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Weird.
Why'd you
Ah.
know?
That's
What
weird.
happened?
Hold.
On stream, the character pictures are gone.
It's I think that. Yeah, that's weird. Hold. Please hold. I'll fix that. I probably need to reconnect reactive or something.
I'll just put this here before we continue forward.
Let me see if I.
While we're flying, can I message Orla via the rock?
Once we're back up with stream,
Oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah,
absolutely. Are we good, or?
No, the reactives aren't
Oh.
there, but they're not integral. So you can continue.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, as you guys are flying, you can send. It's a little bit like you're grabbing on. You're being thrown a bit. It's not a smooth ride. You see, Rose probably has the best of it in like the saddle necessarily. That's on her, but there's not like a lot of like. There's enough seating potential between like the spines. You can like sit between one and grab on, and it seems safe enough.
Tie a
but
rope around.
essentially.
Little seatbelt.
I guess at one point there'll be a point where probably she enters a glide, and you get enough time to catch your breath, and you can send your sending to the stone.
Hi, Mom!
You have to scream it, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't gotta talk out loud when
Yeah.
I'm choosing to.
Yeah. Perry, are you okay? You're screaming into your sending stone.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I can do it inside. We're
Yes,
on
you
a
can.
we're on a dragon, and it's so cool. That's why I was screaming. But
Interesting.
It's good things. It's not bad dragons. Good
As
dragons.
long as you're not fighting it, I
No,
suppose that's
fine.
fine.
So we are gonna be in Susail probably in like 36 hours or so.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
I'm hoping you have time to come by and visit.
Oh, we are coming to visit you specifically.
I will prepare. That is excellent news.
Yes. Oh my gosh, flying on a dragon is so cool. Okay, you asked for a heads up, so I wanted to make sure I gave you a heads up and not
Much
like
appreciated.
5 minutes
Thank
before.
You. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Well, I look forward to seeing you both.
Oh, we are so excited to see you. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Okay, be safe on the dragon.
It looks like its own reactive side, so there's nothing I can do. But the reactives aren't
Okay.
super
No,
necessary.
they're not integral to the whole thing. They're nice, but it's okay. We'll be fine. Yeah. All right. No problem. So as you guys either step out of the tree portal and wait for the dragon friends, who within the hour, it just
Awesome.
lights at the edge of the city, and you disembark. Hair probably frazzled a little bit.
I start like
It's like a puffball.
yeah, I start like combing his mane.
That was pretty cool
all
though.
kind of-
It
Not gonna
was.
lie.
Oh, it's awesome.
Mm.
I mean, Coke's great and all, but oh my gosh, that's.
There's nothing beats the old-fashioned means of transport. Riding on a dragon. Teleporting's great, but can't
That
beat
was
the classics.
Awesome.
Old fashioned for
Alright.
who?
Oh, thank you very much for letting us know that.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. It's always good to have a few more passengers now and then. We'll probably check in with the Guardians. I'm sure Dior's going to have use of us during this whole affair.
Mhm.
Okay, with that, you guys have the run of the city. You have a day before Dior's going to call on you for whatever is needed. Is there anything you guys would like to accomplish specifically with this day?
Well,
I'd
didn't
like to
we have
get-
to go to Cariel?
Yeah,
Carl?
we should go to Cariel
Yeah, I agree.
ASAP. In the morning, I guess.
It
It's
is
nighttime.
time
evening
now?
time. Yeah, it is
Oh.
evening.
Mm.
It's
It's
around
like
7 p.m.
Mhm.
Sun's
Like
getting low on the
7:25,
horizon.
maybe.
Sure.
Also, I've been thinking, Maria,
Oh yes. Yes,
we
Violet.
probably should approach your father about proposals.
About what?
What? You cut off there.
Our proposal.
Can you remind me what that
God,
proposal
good.
is? Oh!
Give him some time to think on it.
Oh, I mean, is that what we want to do? I mean, I feel like there's other options, maybe.
Do we have another option for the god of change?
I don't know.
Did you have someone in mind?
Nobody else, no. But
So many other options I haven't found yet.
Yeah.
I just didn't
The thing is,
know.
we're approaching very quickly to the end of all the stuff we've been doing, so I'm thinking
Mm.
probably might want to put a nice neat bow on that too.
Well, if everyone else is okay with the proposal.
I mean, I don't see a better option, and he has been doing better.
I seem very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Mhm.
opinions, but
Yep.
since I don't have a better solution to offer, it wouldn't really help.
But what is your opinion? We want to hear it,
I want to
Paisley.
kill him. I've
Yep.
always wanted to kill him for what
Yep.
he did to Orlith, but
Yep.
I will never worship if he. I will burn down his temples. But It's not really up to me, so.
Unfortunately, Paisage, I'm sure a lot of people would say the same about Demon Dominus temples. And
Yeah, well, I'm not a fan of her either anymore, really.
Yeah.
that's just the thing is, we're trying to go with the options we have.
I get it, alright. I guess if we don't have anyone else... Yeah, I guess he's changed a bit. Just a little. Changed clothes, at least.
Yeah. Well, we can see how he reacts, and if he's like the worst, then he hasn't changed. So
You would know better than anybody, Peria.
Oh yeah. By the way, the last time we saw him, he did like want to see you next time you were in town. So, here's me telling you.
Totally
Gee.
forgot.
Thanks.
No problem, Peria.
That was, yeah, it's serendipitous how that worked out.
It's fine, we've got a lot going on.
Yes, obviously.
I don't even remember where we're going to Cariel for. Honestly, I don't.
The armor?
Just got a big bag of rocks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, where should we stay for the night, Peria? I mean, they obviously have their home.
You could always bunk at our house. It might be a little crowded, but
I think, doesn't Mom still have her place?
Yeah, I
I-
think Orlith probably, I mean,
She probably
I
just
don't know
bought
if it's
her.
still hers.
Probably.
Lost her.
Or
She
we
probably
could
bought
just
her.
go to the
She's
morning
gone.
brew.
Oh, that's true.
there
We
is
could visit a
the
Vosi.
tavern.
Oh no, I'm sure Voci's staying with the work armies now, right?
Right, he's staying at the tavern. I bet he's drunk on his ass right now.
he's doing a roll.
Crawl. Oh.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Hmm.
Well,
I'd like to dust off some stuff at my house.
yeah. Also, don't you have a cat you need to feed? Another one besides that one?
No,
The Violet?
Was
No,
Violet, yeah.
no, Camille went with Mom.
Yes,
Oh.
that's true.
Oh, my
Yes.
bad. I forgot. I forgot she took.
Yes. Otherwise, it would have been dead by now.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Or like a street
Or an
cat.
alley cat, essentially, yeah.
Just living on the wild side.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how Camille would do anyway.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
Get taken
like
down.
being home.
That's true.
Okay.
Alright, well, I suppose if it's when I go home, we can go see if Voci's at the tavern.
You said it's like sundown,
Seven.
right?
Yeah,
Seven
it's sundown. It's like sunset, roughly.
Well, maybe Violet, you and I could swing by the. Actually, I don't know where his clinic is. Where did you see him? When you were here, twins. Where were you?
Oh,
Where was-
the Sunflame Cathedral.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure, we can stop by there.
And then pit stop maybe. And if it's not there, then we go find a Vosi drunk on the floor of the morning brew.
Yes.
I mean, if we all want to go, I'm okay
Yeah.
with going.
Sounds
there.
good
Yeah,
to
no, I'll
me.
go.
Yeah. I don't
Nobody's
need to be
giving
home
me the
right
bag
away.
of spending, so I'll go with you.
All right. So is everyone just going to the Sunflame Cathedral to
Yeah, make it
Heinz
easy.
Clinic?
I think
Okay.
so.
Sure.
See
You
who's
guys
there.
all
No, move on.
you guys head over to the cathedral, and as you approach, for some of you, you've seen this before. I think it's just Violet and Peria that are new to this. You see the attachment, the small building off the side of the cathedral, with the lights on inside as the streets begin to dim slightly. And I think standing out front at this time of day, probably sweeping up, cleaning up the exterior, you see female a cleric, like a priest in robes, a cheery smile with like a little like rosy cheeks and like a little bob of hair. A little bit older woman, She's like humming to herself as she's cleaning up, and as you approach, she's like, "Oh, I recognize a few of you. You were here to see could it be?" It's like looks to Peria.
All right. This lady wanted to see you. I don't know why.
Mm.
Who is this lady?
Oh, are you Imperia?
I go by Peria, but yes.
I am Helena. I'm a coworker of your your father has been working with us at the clinic for a few months now, and he just he's gonna be so happy to see you.
Great, we're here to see him. It's
I'll
so nice
go.
to meet you.
I'll go let Bradley know you're here. As she turns and runs in.
I said that too. Bradley.
I know.
I didn't know
You know,
that.
honestly, she'd just open the door and go, "Brother Bradley! Brother Bradley! You have a surprise visitor!"
Oh, I love this
God.
so
It's
much.
Why is she
I
giving me?
swear.
Why is she
Just hear,
giving me
like-
those vibes of the spa woman?
Yes. Yes.
You just hear this grumbling of like,
Ah.
but do not shout that. Who is it? If they need immediate treatment, they have to get in line. There's a lot of people with immediate treatment. I don't want to hear that everyone needs to be expedited to the front of the line just because they stubbed their toe.
You couldn't make an exception.
No. As you speak
Yes.
out, she's like, you see, she's looking to you and looking to the hall. Huh? And you hear rapid footsteps, and then she gets pulled into the building as he comes out and closes the door behind him. And you do see, Harriet, for the first time you've seen him in this way. You do see your father,
Brother Bradley.
hair a little disheveled, stern look, clerical robes, a little disheveled. As you hear like a little bit of like banging on the door as he's like holding it behind him.
Oh.
Imperia.
Peria. Bradley. So you can play that game.
What? It's good to see you. Hold on a moment. Open the door. Please, like I just want to see it. You've been talking about her for so long. It's just so touching. It's like, oh, by the gods, woman! This is so creepy at this point. It's like, I just care about you, Bradley. It's good for you to find some positive reinforcement and it's like, slams the door.
Do an insight check.
Yeah, by all means.
Please let it be good.
Yes.
It's a 19. It's not. Yep, it's 19.
What are you trying to insight in this case?
Romantic relations.
Absolutely zero
side.
romance. Utterly
Okay,
no
damn
romance.
it.
There is nothing but repulsion from I'm
From him.
Bradley.
Yes,
What I
yes.
will say,
One-sided shit.
you feel that there is so absolutely no romance involved. It
Aw.
feels a little bit more motherly than
Okay.
anything from this woman.
Okay.
It's like,
That's nice.
Would
he
you
like wipes a
like
hand through his hair.
would you like some help with that? Keeping the door closed.
Yes, please, whatever you can do. She's
I pull up the
relentless.
cat.
Yeah.
I put it down and use the command word.
Okay, the door opens inward.
Hmm.
So he
Oh,
looks down at it.
never mind.
I don't.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, my bad. Here, so like, step in and just hold the handle for him.
Thank you. As you see, after like your firmer grip holds the handle, like the shaking stops, and then you hear, doo, 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 and then a window, like the curtains pull back, and she's like, through the window. You see, he just like holds the
That's
handle.
kind of creepy.
She's extremely enthusiastic and unendingly cheerful. It's disgusting.
Love her.
Peria,
Where have you been hiding her?
the depths of my darkest dreams.
Oh, lovely.
It's good to see you again. Can we talk perhaps private or
True. That's fine. You're allowed privacy now?
He goes to the door, gestures for Violet to move away, cracks it open, and she runs up. Well, he puts a hand in her face. Go tell the elephant woman that I'm taking my break. Like, she has a name, you know. It's a beautiful name. It's like, tell her.
Say it.
All right.
Say
I'll
it.
let Orlanasi know. And she steps back. But you see, as she like steps away, she like leans into him and goes, "You really should try. You know, I mean, just a little bit more. People care about." And the door closes.
God, I love him.
He just leans his head against the door for a moment. I have 15 minutes. Let's go somewhere not here.
Sure.
There's a park nearby.
Really love her.
Right, we'll pick the
A lot of
cat back
people
up.
seem to.
Assuming that this is the time where we're not around.
Well, he's stepping away with the intention of speaking to his daughter in private. It's up to you
Yeah.
guys what you do. But he leads Peria off to the side. It's not very far. It's like around the side of the cathedral. There's like a small park area. And he comes to like a bench and he's like, I come here a lot of days for my breaks. I'm not allowed very far from the cathedral, but I've gained semblances of freedom. And this place is nicer than most.
Yeah. It's quite nice.
He sits and like kind of like gestures kind of awkwardly to the seat next to him.
Awkwardly sit down.
So,
I'm peeking out the window.
you're in the building at the window.
I'm in the window. The window's closed, but I'm
Yeah.
just peeking out. Just like,
How have you been doing?
Fine enough. Still alive. Still in one piece.
Good.
Merc hasn't spread, so that's good.
Are you you're merked?
Yeah. I don't remember which hand it is anymore, but
I see.
just Camille. Damn it, not Camille. Medea and I.
Yes, your friend, the elf, she came last time and I tried, but just guess I haven't figured it out yet. What everyone seems to be waiting for me to figure out. Promise I'm trying.
I believe you. Also, if it makes you feel any better, Kite helped create this.
Who?
Oh, come on. You had to have paid a little bit of attention while we were in the order. Just a smidge.
Yeah, no, sorry. I don't really care about fake gods. Right, she was the I knew her as the artisan for a long time. She's brought me to this world with the rings and stuff. Yeah. Love her. Love that. Well, that doesn't make me feel a lot better, but it does make me more interested in surpassing it. Nothing else.
So what you want to talk about?
I didn't really have anything in particular. I just wanted to make sure you were doing okay.
Oh.
I know that I don't know exactly what you've been doing. They obviously won't tell me anything, but I can guess. You're still wearing armor and your friends still have weapons, which means you're still fighting things, which I can understand. And I guess I was just worried is all. You weren't with them the last time they visited, and I wasn't sure if they weren't telling me something.
No, we just fine. Just I needed to be elsewhere at the time.
Oh, good.
I wanted to ask you something.
What?
I want you to think about what I'm about to ask. Don't give me an answer.
Okay.
We have been on a crazy grand adventure of sorts, and remember how you literally just said how you hate fake gods.
Yes. Pretty clearly, yes.
Well, we're in the business of finding people to ascend to godhood, essentially.
Really.
Yes, I know it sounds crazy.
It sounds ridiculous.
I know. The most ridiculous part is that I'm just asking if you would consider it
Consider what?
becoming one, sitting on the pantheon.
What?
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
Like I see them starting to like laugh kind of.
Yeah,
So
there's a moment.
I'm gonna try to like open the window very, very slightly
Give
to
me a
hear
stealth
what
check.
they're saying.
Give me a stealth check.
I'm like, what
My-
are they talking about?
You do see them actually like laugh together for a
Yeah.
moment.
10
10.
armor. 10.
I think my passive.
There's a creak to the window.
I go to steal my sister's earwig.
Medea's just in a building by the window, listening with a listening device. Like, what are they saying? What the fuck are they saying?
It's a cup.
No.
Yeah,
Some string.
The string.
I'd say
Yeah.
Earwig.
Paizane's not joining Medea in that, but he is kind of like looking over her shoulder, kind of like also like watching, eyeing a little
Just
bit,
making sure that she doesn't attack Peria, probably. Yeah.
making sure there's not like a knife or something. Not that Peria couldn't defend herself against something.
Shield!
Like that.
I'm in bow range.
Eldritch Blast! Dimension! You suck eyeing away to the void temporarily. Anyways,
I just want to hear what they're saying. You know.
as you creak the window open, he kind of looks over his shoulder briefly and just like, I'm sorry, I heard what you said, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
quite able to register it.
Yeah.
You're serious?
Yeah. Yes.
Why?
Actually, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna throw Titan power gauge him. I forgot to do that
Power
before I
gauge
even asked him. Yeah. 2.
Sitting at a solid 6 right now.
I have some work to do.
Solid 6. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to just see your face when I asked you this crazy question. It was fun. Good laugh. Thanks for that.
Yeah. No.
Recommendations?
Shit.
That's a good joke.
Right? Yeah. It's
Uh,
hilarious.
If you'd asked me, years ago. Yeah, of course. Who would say no to that?
Oh, you would be surprised.
But now, even if it was possible, I don't know. That doesn't sound. That just sounds weird to even think
Right?
about.
I know, crazy.
He's gonna do an insight check.
I have a really high deception. Should I roll
You may
deception? Okay.
Roll deception if
I
you're
am
trying
rolling.
to lie.
I
yeah.
am deceiving.
Nice.
I'm good.
I will say he rolled a natural 20,
Oh, shit.
but he doesn't have great insight.
Yes!
That's funny.
I
See,
rolled a
he kind of
19.
froze his brow like, yeah. That you got me there for a moment. That was wow. Yeah, imagine me, god of this world. I tried it once. Didn't go well. Did not go well.
Nope.
I would I'd probably be a shit god.
Well, Helena, doesn't seem like she just latches on to assholes, like complete assholes. So
He's strange. She has a grandson, and I guess he was in the war with Calcifel, and he's one of the soldiers that came back, and I healed him with this. See, like he flares the aura. Peria,
what's your
this
name?
is. Give me a perception check real quick
Oh man.
to see something.
Okay, I use my
Oh
good
man,
roll.
can I get a perception too? Can
Ah,
I watch?
sorcery point.
Sorcery point.
Yeah, better.
20. Okay.
Much better.
Only Peria can see this.
Oh, okay.
This conversation's been so candid that maybe you didn't realize you hadn't put it away yet, but the chitin power gauge is still kind of sitting next to you, and you see a glint on it as he activates his aura. 25. As you look at the
Yes.
aura, the points shoot up, skyrocket. As you see this white aura coming off of him, and it's leaving him in trails that just sort of waft almost like smoke in the air before disappearing. It is one of the most vibrant white auras you've ever seen. I used this weird gift I was given, I guess, and I healed her grandson, and ever since then, she's never let me live it down. You think I'd appreciate some gratitude, but God, she's so annoying! I should have smothered the kid instead. No, that's terrible. That's bad. She'd hit me if I said that.
I'll hit him.
Ah, yeah, like that. Like that. She does it like a grandma, though. She kind of like flicks,
Oh, here, sorry.
grabs the ear. No, stop. I am still your father.
He's
Oh.
assaulting him.
Surprising.
That's-
I know. Anyways.
Only technically, I guess. I have no right to really say that, do I?
You've the best claim at this point. So.
By the way, I wanted to ask. See, he gets actually kind of serious for a moment. Some of my patients I've had like to gossip or just talk. Well, purification can take a while, so they talk. I can't shut them up no matter how much I try. It could have just been someone with the same name. But was Orlith in town at one point? I couldn't help but hear a couple of patients talking about her. It's I don't even know why I'm asking. It's definitely not the same person. They said she was a receptionist at the Aura Guardians, which is ridiculous. But it just, it's been on my mind for a while, and I
Crazy.
yeah. Perception check, please.
Yes, please.
Damn.
17 doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't even know why I asked. This is just stupid. I just
It's funny. It's just
right.
funny. Day.
Crimson
But-
Empress working as the receptionist for a mercenary guild. Yeah, that's I don't know. Crazy. Alright, sorry, never mind. I shouldn't have even.
Yeah, why'd you want to know?
I hear this
Well,
shit.
I mean, she is. Yeah, you're here. He's not really whispering at this point. Yeah, they're talking, and you have the earwig. I'm not even going to require a check at that point. Well, I mean, she's your mother, and he's kind of at this point. He's like kind of twirling his thumbs or like wringing his hands a little bit. I did some things that I'm not proud of, I guess. And I'm not saying I regret everything I ever did, but that one, I mean, it gave the world you. So that's got to be some good, but I don't know. I guess I just wanted to apologize.
Insight check.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Come on, roll. Don't be poop. Sorcery point. Dang it. Worse.
There is a... yeah, you go ahead. Attack. One
What?
sec. One
Oh,
sec.
okay. Waiting, holding, pausing.
Mm-hmm.
Please hold.
Okay. Aria, you feel it's a little hard to tell. I don't know. Your dad doesn't look apologetic. He just looks kind of like stern. But you don't know if it's just because he's ashamed or putting on an act. It's hard to say. Violet, listening in through your familiar. I need to pull you into the DM chat real quick.
Oh.
Okay.
Boy, all right. We get
Oh, I see that
seduced.
natural 20 right there.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
natural
Everything's broken. Ah.
Who's the DM? Who's the DM?
Me!
Becky.
Yes!
Half of
You
me.
finally did
Yes!
it, Becky. You're the
Hey, I'm a
DM.
DM.
Let
All
us-
right.
Let us be level 20.
God Lance.
Yeah.
Boom.
God, Lance. Boom. Done. All right. He has no choice but to accept it. You're the DM.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has been so.
Yeah.
It's canon.
Yeah.
We have all of the things now. We have all the weapons. We're just going to destroy
have all
Barrowstock.
the
Great,
diamonds.
great.
I'm a kiss pie Zane, and we'll call
Yes,
it
that
a
is
day.
my wife.
Yay!
Wonderful.
Woo!
Awesome.
Support this.
Just give me some arrows while you're up there. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're not totally sure what to read on him. It's always been difficult to read your father, unfortunately.
Yes.
But I'll probably never have any opportunity to talk to her again, which is, makes sense. I'm a prisoner in the Holy Land, and she's living the large life as an empress of a kingdom. How the turns table. Table turns.
Tables have turned. Yes.
My break is almost up. Probably should get back before the elephant lady starts looking for me.
Or Lanasi.
What? A Gesundheit.
Flick his ear.
What'd I do that time?
No.
What?
No. Get up.
Stands up. The next time you see me, I will have a way to cure you of that. I swear it.
I believe. Awkwardly shuffle.
Oh, we're not. Oh, you don't have to force. You don't have to
No,
force it.
let's let it happen.
Oh. You both very stiffly, like his arms just like.
You just hear Medea say,
Forward,
"Oh,
like mechanical."
That's not natural." Reminds me of me and my mother.
All right.
Okay.
How long do these have to last?
It's done. It's done.
Okay.
It's done. Handshakes are better. Yes.
Well, I join with your friends.
Back in the way.
I see.
Okay.
Leads you back around. Leads you back around to the front of the clinic, and everybody regathers with Harry, and he's like,
Medea like huffing it.
Doing anything. Shut the curtains really quick. Shut the window.
Like, where's Medea?
Oh, who knows? Probably doing her makeup or something.
Oh no, that checks out. Yeah.
well,
Okay.
if any of you need purification services and such, just let me know. That's what I do around here, apparently. So, otherwise...
We actually do.
Does he actually get paid for it?
Wait, you're serious?
Oh, look,
No, it's fine, it's fine. I still have like 4 hours.
it's a long ass shift.
It starts in the middle of the day.
Oh.
It's after all the church services are done. So, yeah. Anyways, I guess come in. You guys come in, and we'll speed up through through the services there. You guys can, I think, how much was it total? Because Soren had some he could heal. We just kind of were writing it. I think it was like,
Yeah.
I think it was enough that 2 aura lights could do it. So
Yeah.
Soren did half. He does the other half, and he does it for free because free aura.
Yay.
They'll just remove your aura.
While we're waiting, like at one point when I guess it's Violet and her waiting, or Perry waiting, Violet would like just lean next to her. So why did you lie to him?
Which part?
The not actually wanting him to be a god, and also with being here.
The second one, I didn't feel like it was my business to share. That's her business, and I don't know how she feels about it. So
Okay, that was fair.
it's respecting her boundaries. The first one, because initially he was a 6, so he didn't qualify.
Oh.
And then when he flared the aura, then he qualified.
So then why didn't you bring it back up?
Because I'm not convinced he changed, because I wasn't sure if he actually meant like he wanted to apologize to Mom or not. He's cagey.
Oh, he absolutely meant it. In fact, he was so ashamed, from what I could tell, that he didn't want to admit it too.
Okay, well, I'll bring it up when we leave in the morning.
I like that the group is totally like, everyone knows you're all eavesdropping on each other all the time. It's not even a question of like, hey, were you spying on me? Yeah, of course I was. Like,
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm your friend. What do you think I was doing?
You don't get to have secrets from me. That's what friendship means. It's like, yeah, okay.
The only ones you can have are magical secrets.
That's it.
Yeah.
This campaign really did at one point be like, no more tragic backstories. Tell me everything you've been through so we can just move on. Just like all the mystery like faded at like session like 20, I think it was. Everyone's just like, no, what's your trauma? Tell me all of it. It really did kind of cut through the crap though. All right, you guys spend a good bit of your evening, another like hour and a half here as he administrates the purification to you guys. At this point, it is getting down to like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sun has set. Lights are being like lit throughout the city, and people are heading home for the evening. Shops start closing.
Let's
what
go
do you guys do?
Let's go get a
I got
drink.
a question. Hold on. I have a question.
Sure.
Is he allowed to get paid?
Who are you asking?
I'll ask Aura Lanasi. I'll ask her.
Okay.
I'll be like,
While
"Is
you
he
guys are
allowed
in
to
the
have
clinic.
money?"
The jailer.
Or he's like, not that I'm aware of. No, this isn't really a paid position. It's sort of like community service. He's, still technically a prisoner,
Right. Oh.
But he gets fed. And, if anything is needed, it's provided, but he doesn't have a lot of wants provided, if you know what I mean.
Right.
He's doing his penance. I mean, from what the people here told me, we are standing in the evidence of his crime.
Yes.
So
That's
he's just traded out shackles for robes.
okay. When he goes, I guess he's right. So how much does it take to purify half of my decay?
How much did you have?
I had 14. So
14?
7.
So 7. That's like 300 gold-ish.
Okay.
It's expensive to purify, I think, typically. It might be
Yeah, it
less.
is.
Let me check the Aura system. There is like a base price that changes from place to place. 20 gold per decay. So 7 times 20 is only like 140 gold, roughly. Actually, it's not that much.
Okay.
It's a lot for most people.
It's
That's
a
why
lot
purification.
for yeah.
Purification is not a service that most people, like farmers, don't use 20 decay.
Yeah, no.
People don't usually exert quite that much.
Okay. Well, I didn't. I don't have a lot of money on me, but
But you don't have to pay. He offered
I'm
it.
gonna be like, I'm just gonna give him like about 50 gold.
Give it him to like to Iron.
Yes.
Oh, so you tip him.
I know I know it's like not enough, but this is all I really have on me right now. I didn't get paid recently.
You're very kind to do that. I have had some people try, and I will give you the exact thing I have been told to say to all of them, which is the church will accept donations if you are willing to tithe to the Sunflame Cathedral. However, I, being a servant of the cathedral, am not able or willing to take compensation at this time for this service to the public.
Well,
Sounds
Thanks, though.
very rehearsed.
A little bit.
Well, how about this? Is there anything you've been wanting that isn't in the news?
Freedom.
Probably alcohol.
Okay.
Other than that,
More of a physical item we might be able to purchase for you.
alcohol, new clothes.
As you guys are talking, he's like, I would kill for a drink.
Alright.
It's very dry around here. They have wine, but it's for like communion purposes, not really for just drinking. I got in trouble once for taking some. It was a whole thing. They're all so uptight. I always
What's your
hated
favorite?
church. Now I live in one. Gosh, this is really my worst hell, isn't it?
What's your favorite drink of choice?
As you're talking, you hear nearby. As Orlanasi's like, the prisoner will have to decline. If there's anything you would like to give him, you may.
I cast silence on her.
On Orlanasi?
Yeah. I cast silence around her.
She could.
Quick, quick! What do you want?
I would like a. He's like stuttering. He's like trying to figure out what you just did.
My sister's a rebel. Hurry up.
I don't know anything to drink. Anything. Wine would be great.
Fruity? Okay,
ale.
Fruity.
Anything.
Okay.
As after a moment, he's like, she just walks to the door
Yeah.
and leaves. And yeah.
Why do infuriate her?
I'm so sorry.
After a few minutes, the door opens again. Orlanasi and Leviathan come back. You see Leviathan looks over, and he just sort of like shakes his head. It's like looks. You can't make out what they're talking about because silence is a zone. So they're like standing in it, and he just looks up to her and just looks over and is like.
Lasts for up to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to look at some stuff real quick.
That's funny. That's just hilarious.
I'm gonna walk through it to the other side. Out the room.
Yeah, Violet will follow.
To look at this real quick.
What did we do? I just wanted to tip the guy.
Chaos.
For the reason I'm chaotic good.
What?
I
You cast this at 2nd level?
Yeah, at base level, yeah.
Okay.
Dispel magic.
Yeah, Bishop Leviathan holds his hand up and is going to dispel the silence. And as it ends, he goes, "Okay, I'm going to give you all the benefit of the doubt here and assume this was just shenanigans, but Orlanasi reports that you may have been trying to break some sort of rules here. This feels really weird for me, having been your enemy at one point, but I'm going to have to ask you all to leave."
Alright, that is fair.
Because you have to understand, Filianor sets these rules. You have to take this up with her if you have a problem, and she will flay all of us.
She is a very nice lady. She gave me the best gift in the world I could ever ask for. I will make my way out.
Okay. It's like, no, don't. Scotch would be great. As you guys leave, getting kicked out of the free clinic.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have enough pull that guards won't be called, but they're like, come on. Like, come
Really?
on, guys.
Come on.
If this continues, I gotta go get Filianor, and she will kill us all. Okay, you guys get Ian's request for Scotch.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find Scotch.
It's okay.
We'll give it to him eventually.
Orlanasi and Leviathan. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for.
It was fun seeing you. Bye.
Goodbye. I'm so sorry.
I didn't know she would do that.
No harm done. It wasn't an offensive spell, technically. It was really more of a, like, really? Like, Orlanasi saying, going,
yeah. Really? Really?
Yeah.
just like walking out of the room, dead silent. Like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was funny. All right. You guys exit. The door is like, boom, closed behind you. You guys are... You got kicked out of the free clinic. This is insane.
As we leave, I'll drop concentration. Yeah.
It was dispelled.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I had to check the cleric spell list to make sure. And
Gotcha.
Alright, well, I guess we're going for some drink, right?
Yes.
Drink.
That sounds good. And we're getting your father some scotch. Paria, you have greater invisibility. You can sneak it to him later.
Or we can use Kieran to deliver it. Who knows? Jump into the window or something.
You could have Kieran with one of those like hotel bottles of scotch, tiny bottles, like tied around.
Quick.
That's funny. Okay, well. Oh,
He's
God.
not even getting paid. At least he should be able to drink. Come on. Now.
He's literally a prisoner.
No.
He's a war criminal.
Yeah.
No! But
Like,
he's
you guys-
providing me a service.
I couldn't have imagined last campaign that there would come a day where the party is fighting to give Ein a gift.
Yeah, no. No.
But that's a turnaround.
Boy, we wanted him
That's pretty
dead.
Oh, yeah, badly. Oh, that's funny. Okay.
The world's most awkward hug.
Yeah,
As you guys... World's most awkward hug, that was great.
It's terrible.
You guys head down to the center, the bottommost ring of the city, where the large, multi-storied, crazy-looking building of the Morning Brew is. Plenty of people coming and going. It's definitely like the center of attraction here, literally and figuratively. It's incredibly lively. You can already hear music from inside, and it's very raucous and rowdy. As you guys step in, pulled this map up in a hot minute.
It has been a
Camille's
minute.
ghost. What?
You see there's more people than this, but I'm not making 1,000 tokens. You guys
There.
step in and you do see a familiar tiefling at the counter. A couple of glasses empty around him as he's kind of like slumped on the counter, just kind of like head down, one hand on a tankard, as he just seems to be exhausted drinking at the end of the day.
Avosi!
See, as you guys
Nope.
walk in,
Everyone, quiet. Just let me do something real quick.
No.
Oh, you're such a dick.
uh, as you guys are doing this, and Violet, you sneak up, you hear Avosia going, "You have no idea how exhausting it is being a team leader. I wasn't born for this. I'm a follower. I'm a sheep. I have responsibilities now. There's people who depend on me. Fill this cup. That's your job. Your job is to fill this cup." It's like, and as you see, the bartender guy is like, "Oh, that sounds rough, buddy. Man, responsibility. Yeah. You're paying tonight, right? I have a tab." But it's like, "Yeah, you have to pay that eventually, bud."
Damn it. Don't
So
I
what?
feel bad?
Violet, you step up next to Avosi.
I was gonna do something to thank him, but now I feel bad if I do it.
No, I
Aw.
Do it.
Do it anyways.
Yeah.
How much is the tab?
Huh? The guy looks over. Oh, no. This kid needs to learn some.
How much
Responsibility.
is the tab? And she will like raise her voice a little.
Sigavosi like turns, looks. "Oh, you're real pretty. Are you gonna pay for my drinks? Oh, that's so nice.
That's my intention, mostly. After all,
Oh,
as I was once
it's a
Arcus,
lot."
it is my duty to take
Yeah.
care of you.
I knew Arcus once. She's a bitch. She's so small. She's so angry all the time. Wait, what did you say? He like gets a look at you, like now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I need to do a roll.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you even need a roll?
Nah. Just do it.
Do it. Beat him up.
Do it.
Wait,
Oh,
sweep the
this is
chair.
our-
off.
Eleven wisdom.
advantage, and I'm gonna say, Mike, without even breaking a beat, Violet goes large.
Yes.
Guy instinctively, like sensing the vibe, like grabs the glasses off the counter and like moves some space aside, like
He knows what's
flings a towel over his shoulder and starts whistling as he walks into the back room.
He just leans over Vosi with like a very
you got-
menacing
You
smile.
got like even bigger. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
What was that about Arcus?
who are we
You
talking
know-
about again?
You know, the little girl you once knew who helped you a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Hiya, Vosi. It's been a long time. I grew up.
Intimidation check with advantage.
Where is it?
Well,
Wow.
okay. Well, he's inebriated, so you know.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot. If you're gonna hurt me, just hit me in the face. I don't need that to cast. Just don't make my hands.
No, I'm not gonna hurt you. So,
Okay, because you
Wait,
look
here's-
really scary right now.
so
I'm
let
sorry.
herself shrink
I'm so
back
sorry.
down to normal.
Okay. You're still really big. You're still really big.
Yeah, this is my normal height now.
No, it's not. You're super short. I remember.
What's his name? Forgot.
Yeah, he slumps over. You don't even need to roll. He's extremely drunk and extremely squishy. He just slumps over the fucking counter. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Stop calling me short.
Oh, he looks over. Farah! There's a giant queue here! And she's beating me up!
She goes by Violet.
It's Violet now.
She goes, by what?
Violet, like the
Violet.
Aura.
She is very violent, yeah. She's really
Uh,
violent. Oh, just like cute.
How are you, Avosi?
Avosi,
I was
hi.
better until about a minute ago. Hi, how are you? Oh, hi, everyone. It's like Paizin's like, wow, you're really
Hello.
fucked up. Just like comes over.
Yeah.
I'm either really drunk or you're all here.
We're
Yes.
all here. I mean, you're drunk too, but
Guys, like, it can be both.
Both.
What can I
Medea,
get y'all?
both.
I will take the special.
Okay. Gives you the morning brew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the scotch.
Gosh, wow, that's classy. I don't remember you being much into that. I remember most of the drinks of my customers. He comes up. You see, like, he's reaching, like, the bottom shelf, looks to you. So it's, like, raising his hand a little bit. Okay. He gets the top shelf.
Chill. Oh, yeah, I'll chill it myself.
Are you buying the bottle, or?
Fuck it, why not?
Okay, that'll only for you guys. It's negligible.
Yeah.
For most people, 50 gold is like
Ah!
an insane amount for a top
Crazy.
shelf drink, but you guys that's like nothing.
Do you make these in mini
A
size?
lot of shenanigans, Mira.
Well,
A
I mean,
lot of
I don't
shenanigans.
really much make this, but I probably have
You
some.
missed Avosi getting
Probably
calling
some smaller,
Q,
maybe
not Q, small.
Maybe not this
It was
quality.
great.
You know
No,
what?
that's
Give me
fine. Bottom shelf is fine.
a bottom shelf. All right, you are a woman of varied tastes. Goes into the back, grabs just like a little bottle of crap.
Yes.
So that'll run you 2 silver.
Okay.
Hmm.
giving
Right.
that to. I just. Are you giving that to him?
Who? Yes.
Are you giving
Yes,
it
I
to me? Like if OC like leans over, that's so sweet.
No,
No,
not
I
you.
bought the bottle of OC here.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I've never had scotch before. I hope it's not crap.
I don't really like
Eh.
scotch, but
Well, it's free, so you'll like it.
yeah. It's the best kind. Speaking of, oh yeah, that's right. Big Q, you were gonna pay for my tab, weren't you?
That was before you called her short.
And the
But
big
she
block.
was short. No,
You
she's
know
not.
that's a
It's not
trigger.
fair.
You also called me a bitch.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh,
If the bar heard it.
Guy, how much is his tab?
Oh, that's a good question. Now he's a frequent flyer, you should say.
Every day.
He reaches under, he pulls out a book. You see like little tiny glasses. Like,
Oh,
all right,
that's a lie.
let's see. Oops, through. Avosi, head abjurist of Renati. Very fancy title. He provided that his first night here after coming back.
Hmm.
Although you have a tab from before that when you were just Avosi, no title, and you still have to pay that one too. And I've kind of added it onto this one. It's like, oh, I thought I paid it
Does
before I
he get
left. Nope,
Does he get the
You
discount
didn't.
for the title?
no. In fact,
Damn.
Surcharge.
titles of prestige is a search. Exactly. Yeah, I give you the good shit. And I've already. Oh, by the way, he leads things forward. What we talked about last time, leading over to Avosi, I asked Dior and the City Hall, you can't put it on their tab. You can't just do that anymore. Okay? You hit a limit. Did you know they have a limit? Apparently they have a limit, and you hit it and surpassed it, so you have to pay everything else for the rest of this year. Oh, what's even the point of having this stupid job? Right. Okay, well, the current total... Your boy drinks top shelf. 447 gold. To date.
Jesus, Avosi.
What? I like to drink. It's what I do.
You like to spend money too, and I see now that
I
you're.
love spending money.
He needs to
That's
learn
why
his
I don't
lesson.
have
Yep.
any of it.
Don't you make money from this head abjurist?
Yeah. You
drink it all?
drink.
Yeah, do you drink it? I think I got my answer.
No.
He eats some of it too.
Yes. I sleep some of it because I haven't gotten a house yet. Because
Why
I
not?
don't. Well, because I
You
don't have the money.
spend too much money on drinking.
It's a
Where do you-
vicious
wait a minute.
cycle.
Where does he
I'm
sleep?
just drink-
You sleep here?
Yeah. Like, yeah, he's kind of rented out a room for the next 3 months. That one he paid in advance, at least.
How long does he?
How
How
much does
how
he
many
have
times
left?
does he just sleep in this chair? Is this his chair?
I've had a patron or two sleep in the chair. It's fine.
Is it always a
If he's-
bossy?
If
It's usually a VOC.
he's ringing up such a high tab, why aren't you cutting him off?
Because business.
Oh.
Duh.
As he pours VOC another drink, because this is my church. It's what I do. And I can't deny my people their prayer and sermons. Here, have another. To Caden Kylian.
To Caden.
Sure.
Besides, I'm sure the head abjurist of Renati will find a way to pay it back eventually. Takes a drink, eyes lock the VOC. It's like, I'm gonna be indebted here forever.
I was gonna say, Mira, we can't enable him.
No. See, I could, Avosi, pay your tab and enable you,
So
Avosi.
it says, Mira, my favorite of them all.
Make me some unique arrows.
Oh my god. Really?
I don't know how to do
Are
that.
you blackmailing him? Or
I will pay your
not
tab
blackmail?
if you make me some kind of abjurist or anti-abjurist arrow.
This feels like extortion.
It is.
That's because it is. Don't worry.
Maybe after another drink, I'll have another idea.
Don't worry. I'll message you about it when you're maybe sober.
Okay.
Maybe
All
so.
right. I'll get to work on that.
I don't condone.
I
this.
don't believe it until I talk to you when you're not drunk.
That's probably smart. So how are all you? Are you still finding gods and fighting gods and being gods? That's what you guys do.
Being amazing, yes.
That
Yes.
one. Cool. I made a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I mean, it wasn't just me. I just, now I'm the leader of the team. I hate responsibility.
I can tell.
Huge expectation.
How many people do you have in your team?
12. They're all really
Wow.
skilled.
Mm.
And they're all super smart and probably really wealthy and attractive and successful. And I'm just
Oh, attractive, huh?
No.
some of them.
Some office romance.
Do you have a crush?
Yeah, kinda.
What is their name?
Any another drink?
All right.
Drink the liquid courage and then tell us their name.
Oh, you can have mine. I didn't like it.
Okay, thank you.
Guys, we should not be encouraging him.
We want to know the truth.
Poison's like
things.
chug at the end of the paper.
How am I the only one here concerned with his well-being?
Oh, I am.
I
just
am
want to know
concerned with
things.
his
We
well-being.
want to know the gossip. Once we get the gossip.
See, Avosi like downs the drink. You wanna know who I like? Always admired and respected.
Yes.
I've always wanted to be noticed by her. He just like, I need to do a roll.
Okay.
I need to do a roll for this.
I love this so much.
God, for goblins.
Foci has a character sheet, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
really
He's
knowing
he's one of
things.
those.
It's
He's
I
probably
just
like-
want to know the gossip.
Yeah. Give me
Jeez,
I
the-
need to have him do a wisdom check at disadvantage.
Ah, cool.
It's probably crap.
7.
Hmm.
He reads signals very badly right now, usually also while he's sober.
Yeah.
So, in this state of extreme inebriation, he reaches over and tries to kiss Mira.
Oh.
Mira, how do you
I love
respond?
it.
Avosi, extremely drunk, is leaning in. It's like, oh, I didn't hear it. No, he's
No.
reaching towards
No.
Anyways.
Her.
Just kidding.
Okay, enough of this. Violet is going to step up behind Avosi and pick him up.
He's just like huffed him up. He's like, "Oh, I'm flying! I didn't even mean to cast a spell."
And so carry him upstairs.
Okay, you get him away. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love you. She's just carried away upstairs.
Well, that was enlightening.
Barry and Bison are just laughing and hitting each other.
Interesting.
I've always been nice to the guy, but I think he misconstrued it a little bit.
This is great.
Oh, poor
That's kind of
Avosi.
funny, honestly.
Yeah,
I feel bad for him.
yeah.
He
That
won't
was,
remember this.
During your adventures with him, I was keeping track of interactions and Avosi's own naivety, and
Mm-hmm.
I think the moment it really was during the Abyss fight. You two were
Oh.
teleporting back and forth. That was like the moment when he
Yeah.
started to really like synchronize with you. Yeah, he's had a hard crush on Mira for a while.
Oh, that's awesome.
I had a feeling it was gonna be me.
Upstairs.
Mira.
You through his drunken ramblings, you get his room out of him. You tuck him into bed or just throw him on the bed, and then you.
I drank. I'm a thirsty bitch.
Well, I hope you're all happy about that.
Yes.
I am. It's quite
Paisan's like,
entertaining.
that was the most fun I've had in a while watching.
Yes.
That was very insightful.
Uh-huh.
So Mira, when's the wedding date?
Are we invited?
I don't know. When is yours with Medea?
Oh yeah, are we invited?
Need another drink.
Yes, same.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't want to talk?
See, yeah, guy comes over. He's like, he pouring a drink for Paisan. Don't dish it out if you can't handle it, man. You don't want to mess with these women. I can tell you right now. It's like, I know better than you. It's like, I don't know if you do. They're talking bad.
Oh
I'm
gosh.
like, same. I want the same ale or something.
Yes, of course, of
Mhm.
course.
How is it I'm the one who just became not a child and I'm the most mature one in the situation?
Look, some of us have to let loose every once in a while.
Look, we've lived long
Look.
time. Okay.
You, Violet, we are on death-defying missions every
Yes.
day. It is not
Very
often
rarely get the
we get
chance
to
do-
relax, have a nice
Yes.
drink, and
Drink.
not have to worry about a knife or a magical black hole killing us or some giant automaton that wants to shred us in half
Or explode us.
or explode us or set us on fire or electrocute us to
Or
death.
get pushed into the Xanth by
Or get thrown into the
Peria.
void. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things going on.
Be erased from entire existence.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
nice to
well,
relax.
And I understand that,
Bless you.
but I think it's best at least one of us remain vigilant at all times.
We are relying on you then.
And Kieran.
Yes.
Don't forget
Mostly-
Kieran.
Mostly Kieran.
Hmm,
Hey!
hmm.
It's a joke.
I
It's a-
Ah,
It's disgusting.
focus camera. I just- I don't know how
I'm
to.
gonna go to
Need the
sleep.
drink, sister.
I need another. I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh yeah, guy's gonna come over and hand you. He hands you a drink on the house. It has like, you know how like a little umbrellas, but this one is just
Mhm.
like a broken heart. The Heartbreaker special
Ah,
on the house.
thanks.
I
Do
get
you-
a lot of this, and it's fine. This is just for you.
Hmm.
All over what just happened.
All right. What does
I'll
it
probably give
taste?
him one tomorrow.
What does it taste like?
It's weirdly sour.
Makes sense somehow.
Ain't gonna be sweet.
Yeah, it is not sweet. It's
Well-
bittersweet.
Yep. Yep.
I
Ah.
need a key. I need a room. I'm done.
All right,
Look,
there you
wait.
go.
Hmm.
I'll give you. Oh, he hops on the counter, Pharaoh. You know. Here you go. You
Here's
can get
your
a room. It's negligible cost for you guys.
Yeah.
50 silver at most for a decent room.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll
Good
set
night,
you guys up
everyone.
with some rooms.
I'm going to sleep. This is
Night.
great.
Good night, Patty.
Sleep.
Avosi. Avosi.
Yeah,
New exit on.
Well, okay.
Kinda right.
Violet.
Kinda right.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me that it is my fault. I appreciate. No, really, I do appreciate that. Go on.
What?
All right. Bye then.
Right, yeah. Right, we'll just call Peria up.
All right. Well, I will take my drink and get the room for myself. Guy, you can just have those two with their own room.
What? No.
Give.
See jokes.
I'll pay for. Is there like a sweetheart room that is available?
No.
You know, it might be free tonight, actually.
Hmm.
See, guy actually comes over, puts a drink down in front of Paisley and a drink down in front of Medea. It's similar to the Heartbreaker one, but each one has half a heart.
Oh,
God,
kinda like-
that's so fucking cheesy.
He just gives you a little wink as he sets it down.
Medea, it's time you finally stop beating around the bush. And I'll just head up with my drink.
There's no bush.
I'll head up.
but just for reference, most of Kieran remain vigilant outside of Lucy's room. Because apparently
Good
they don't
idea.
have to sleep.
Yeah, it's true. As everyone else heads up, Guy, goes about his business cleaning up and handing out drinks, and at one point steps into the back. Let's see. Paisley's just kind of like holding the drink.
Fucking music.
Paisley's just kind of holding the drink. He's not drinking it. He's just kind of swirling the little half heart stick. It's like, where do you think they make these little heart things? I mean,
Oh.
it's, do you think there's like a shop around here that you can buy these at, or?
I mean, he's had
Oh.
these for a long time, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
probably. Poor Vosi, right?
Yeah.
I mean, oh man, how
Yeah.
embarrassing it is.
Yeah,
I mean, he was really.
She
I mean, he was really
really
kind of
rejected him.
aiming a little high, you know. I mean, for your sister, it's out of his league, you know.
Yeah. It's so awkward. I love it.
You know,
It's great.
'cause,
So,
yeah.
how do you want to toast the drink?
Yeah, probably
At
should.
all?
We should.
I don't want to waste
Success.
it, you know.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I guess I'll just come over.
I'll just come over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, no.
Smooth.
We literally bump into each other. Both get up. Go.
Sorry.
good. So, what should we toast to?
New relationships.
Not Avosies.
No.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not.
New to new relationships.
Horse. She's just like, and she starts drinking it.
Yep. Just kind of like,
Yeah.
looking you in the looking over you as he's drinking it.
Yeah. I'm like, she's like half looking, like kind of darting eyes, kind of deal.
That one's a little sweet.
Mm.
I usually go for the sweet drinks.
I usually like sour drinks, yeah. Mm. So,
We're back in Renati, you know.
It's
Last
nice
time
being
we were
home.
both in this town, you know, it was before I left. It was a
Yeah.
while ago.
It was.
I wanted to thank you again. I don't usually believe in like good luck charms and things like that, but I don't know. He like runs his hand through his mane and tugs on that small bead tied into his hair. You know, when I went to Bardest and was in the arena for so long, and then went through the whole exile thing.
Mhm.
I don't know. Kind of felt like I wasn't entirely alone the whole time, even though I was for a lot of it.
Well,
She took my the Echo Stone like as soon as I arrived. I promise you, it wasn't like I wasn't just responding or anything.
right.
She was really weird about all that.
Mm.
Never gave back my aura either. Talk to her about that one sometime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It still looks good on you.
Yeah, thanks.
Still on there tight.
Make sure I never lose it.
You know, I've been holding on to this for a while. I pull out something from my pack. And where am I gonna put it in? Miscellaneous?
Sure. Miscellaneous works.
It's not lightning, I swear, is it? I gotta find it first. Where is it? Oh, come on.
Reading chat for the first time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we were in the boat ride for like months, I couldn't really think of anything else. But you wanted to make sure you were okay.
Yeah,
So,
I know what you mean. Thought about you a lot too, in the arena and everything.
I'm just so stupid, and I'm
No,
a kid.
no.
I'm a kid.
God.
I know I already gave you something, but this one I made from my heart. Not my real heart, but here. she gives him a little necklace. A
That's
little
what you were
necklace with-
carving.
Yes, that's what I was carving.
Adorable.
It's adorable.
I love it.
It's kind of rusty. I didn't
I
didn't
love
know
it.
how to carve
I
very well.
It's great. Man, I suck. I don't have anything to give you.
Oh no. I mean, there's something you could give me.
What is it? Whatever. I mean, whatever I can do. You've given me so much already.
I think you need an insight.
Yeah, he needs an
He's kind of an idiot too, but yeah, I'll give it insight. 2 idiots in love.
Yay!
That's an ad one, baby!
Alright!
As you say that, he kind of stumbles over his words for a moment, and then there's just like a moment where he stops. He swallows. He's like,
You can see she's visibly blushing. She is like, red. Okay. I love it so much.
red's a good color on you.
Thank you.
He's gonna lean over
Yay!
and fade to black.
Yay! Woo!
And as we cut from there, and you all find an evening's rest in the morning brew, get your relative rooms, I do have to ask Medea, do you and Paisane share a room for the evening, or is this as far as it goes?
Probably.
Then
Yeah.
you two head off to your own room for the evening.
Also, the patron just sitting there in the corner.
Yeah, no, I was
watching.
gonna say something.
Wait,
Genuinely, this dude here, as soon as you guys are walking away, he's like, "You guys are fucking weird. This town's real weird."
But it was also kind of cute.
It was also. He's like definitely super crying. He's like, "This is so weird. God, love is real. Why did she leave me?" And then he just goes back to his own drinks.
I love it. I love it so much.
Beautiful.
I was waiting for the right time, damn it.
Yeah.
Took forever.
It was I think very naturally progressed.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Gosh, it feels like such a good spot to leave it at, but I would like to continue a little bit more.
Okay.
As you guys spend the night in the morning brew, just so I can give you guys the setup for the next session, basically.
Cool.
You guys awaken in the morning. There is a messenger that comes to the tavern from City Hall, saying that at your earliest convenience, Lord Dior would like to see you all in his office to finalize the matters you discussed yesterday. I do have to ask, Medea and Paisane, do they come down together?
Yeah. I mean, as long as he would, yes.
I will say, Paisane, if Medea allows it, Paisane comes down holding her hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love cutesy shit. Woo!
He is somehow a shade red deeper than he was yesterday to all of you. Avosi, meanwhile, stumbles downstairs, nearly trips over himself, holding his head.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, there's no ward that protects you against hangovers. I feel like I made a really big mistake last night, but I just can't remember it. Anyways, it's great seeing y'all again. I gotta go. Oh, I gotta go do my job. I have a job. And he will stumble out of the tavern onto his job of protecting the people with a barrier. Yeah, quite wonderful hands you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, they've got 12 other people that we have to vet, make sure that they're not a part of the order or anything, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I don't know.
As you guys you guys come down. You can take a seat in the morning. You can have breakfast and get yourself ready. As you guys are coming down and getting yourselves comfortable in the morning, you do see Paisane and Medea, the last two probably to arrive, hand in hand, walking down.
I say nothing.
As soon as Paisane sees everyone, his grip tightens a little bit, and he kind of like, Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Oh, I see. We're up here.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Peria was seated up in
Hell
this,
yeah.
this area.
This
Oh,
is our
yeah,
stoop.
yeah.
Taking our
Your
balcony. Our
Good
balcony.
morning, Paisane and Medea.
Oh my god, where are we? Okay, there we are.
Up here, yep.
Okay.
Uh,
Good morning, sister.
And I'm just staring at the hand holding.
I'm staring right back at my sister.
you see, between this, with Medea giving like the stare down to Mira, Paisane is like looking at the floor, like deep red. He's like,
I'm like,
how-
you say anything, sister?
Oh,
No,
message Paisane.
Yeah.
Congrats. You guys were
it's like a shade deeper if it's possible.
Medea's slightly blushing, yes.
reading my book, eating my breakfast, and saying nothing.
That's
So what's
right.
what's for breakfast as you guys head over, join?
Pancakes.
Always pancakes.
It's always
pancakes.
Always pancakes.
Pancakes and soup.
No soup. No.
No
I know.
soup.
And
Pancake
the
is
occasional ice
breakfast
cream.
is everything else.
The essential food groups: soup, pancakes.
That's
Ice
it.
cream.
That's it.
That's it.
And rations.
You dip the
Yeah.
pancakes in the soup. Like
Yeah,
breadsticks.
that's how that works. You guys have a weird thing with. I'm gonna say you guys have a weird thing with soup. I just have to say it. Soup's fine. Soup is just fine. It's like it's just fine. Like it's just okay.
I mean, you can mix
Okay.
it up, you know.
If you say so,
I get flustered about it, I think.
He's eating the
I'm not
pancakes.
flustered.
Oh, that's not why
I'm
he's
not
flustered, Q.
I know what you're talking about, Violet. I'm not flustered. I am super calm.
Have some pancakes. Be quiet.
Thank you. Shoves them in his mouth. Oh, do you think they serve alcohol in the morning? No, I don't want to be a bossy.
No,
No.
no.
Nope.
That's for nighttime.
That's for nighttime. That's for after we kill the people and win the
Yes.
day. That's the reward.
Yes. I'm still holding his hand, unless he
Oh
lets
yeah,
go.
there's literally still one hand. He like one hand grabbed pancakes and just shoved them in his mouth. These are good pancakes.
Mm.
Mhm.
Agreed.
So when are we meeting with lords and ladies again?
As soon as we are done breakfast, I suppose.
Great.
Good.
Great. Good.
Good.
It's good. It's good pancakes.
You're gonna hold hands the whole way there?
Oh,
Maybe?
let's go. Paisane just stands up.
I understand why you're all so awkward about this, but is it really something to be so embarrassed about?
I'm not embarrassed.
I'm
Just
not embarrassed.
Okay, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's a natural thing.
Yes.
Thank you,
weird.
Violet.
Thank you, Violet, for making it the most bland thing in the world.
Mm.
Well, shall we?
Plan.
yes.
Let's go.
All right, you guys awkwardly gather outside of the tavern and head over to meet at City Hall.
For to Medea, very happy for you. That is all.
She says, thank you.
I won't even shift the map over. We'll just let it go from here. As you guys step through the front doors, the guards, again, as it's been several times, direct you up to the office, in which you do find Dior behind his desk, Philionor, Rose, pretty much everyone that was there yesterday except for Soren and Dresden, as they've gathered in the morning and have been kind of mid-discussion as you guys walk in. And as you guys enter and the door is closed, Dior addresses you. Thank you for gathering as soon as possible. I know I said it would be this evening, but I worked through the night. Haven't quite slept yet. I have a plan for how to deal with our situation. He reaches into a drawer and pulls out 5 sealed envelopes, like seal, like official with like a wax seal stamped, filigree around the edges, and he hands them to whoever would take them in the group. I need you to make these delivered to the empresses and emperors of Susail.
Oh.
Okay.
We are-
Violet will go to them then.
Mhm.
In addition, when you deliver one to the Cobalt Emperor, I would like you to inquire as best as possible if there is any aid they'd be willing to offer in the defense of the city with regards to the Aegis. You can let them know Avosi has been working hard, and we would be willing to enter into trade negotiations if needed for any resources they can provide, as the defense of the city is first and foremost.
Mhm.
In the envelopes, though, is invitations.
Oh.
For some time, we have been preparing for. It's going to sound flippant in the midst of everything happening, but a ball. We have been trying. Originally, it was planned with the hopes of rallying the people's spirits in the midst of all of the chaos. And since the war effort has finished on our end for now, as we know more looms on the horizon, it seemed an opportune time to try and build some positivity in the community. This will now hold a double purpose.
Hmm.
I was planning on inviting any allies of the Holy Land to try and bolster our communal morale as more than a nation, but as a world. I will now be inviting the ruling class of Susail to join in alliance with the Holy Land. We will offer them trade deals, we'll offer them support as long as they agree to resolve any conflicts of theirs at a later time. Essentially, an armistice for their current civil affairs, with us acting as a liaison when needed as a neutral force amongst their parties. I will also be revealing at this ball, this event, some of our most, prevalent technological advancements in combating the Merc and the Order itself. I want this to be a show of power that we are allies they want to have. I will also be introducing, and he gestures, and you see a guard opens a door, and last person entering the room is Ein, flanked by 2 guards. You said the monks have been behind the Merc, essentially. They've been creating the formula that spreads it. What would get them more riled up than revealing that we have found the cure to the Merc itself?
Yeah?
I love this so
This
much.
will be
Great idea.
both a ball to strengthen our forces with an alliance with Susail, and a trap for the rats in our midst.
If
I
I
love it.
may, Lord Viewer, I should warn you. We have reason to believe the Golden Clan.
Golden Clan are aligned with the monks, you've told me.
Oh, did I?
Yes,
Yes, you
you've
did.
mentioned it
Okay.
before.
Okay.
I am fully prepared for that. And in my letter, I have offered specific instruction to Emperor Kelast of the Golden. Whatever that may help, I will let them know the monks will be in attendance at this ball. So hopefully they will feel rest assured to come and join the festivities as well, since they apparently are mutual allies.
Okay.
It is possible that the Golden may have a problem with our plan. We will address that in a moment. I understand your feelings as to the people of Susail. I assure you, I will not. I cannot make assurances, I apologize. That is irresponsible of me. I will try my best to preserve all 5 clans, if they are cooperative.
Thank you. That's all I ask. And I will be trying to do my part to convince the Golden that the Order is not an ally they can trust.
That is another thing. If, while in Susail, during your time there, if you can try and discern what the monks are offering the Golden Clan, if it really is just a matter of force, of power at their backs, we can offer that with, I imagine, a far less steep price than the monks can. In fact, as far as anyone is aware outside of this room, we and the monks are allies. We are currently on the same side. I see no reason why the Golden Clan would not accept our help as well.
That's fair. Thank you.
Of course. You all, of course, will be attending the ball. I would ask, not that I particularly care for appearance sake of warriors, but if you have need of tailors or various assistants getting an outfit for such an event, please let us know and we can work on it.
I appreciate that, but once we get
I
to
appreciate
Susail,
that very much.
I'm hoping my mother might be able to help me acquire clothes that more.
Understood. We are planning to hold this ball in 3 weeks from this date. You will find, if any of the emperors have concerns about transportation, we have included in each of the envelopes the configuration of a particular transportation circle that will allow them to use it one time only here. If they choose to try and copy this circle, the circle will be demolished a month after the ball has ended. Are there any questions or objections?
So is it a formal
It's a
Yes.
ball.
or I must
This is
believe
a
so. Is
this
it
is
a
a-
masquerade ball?
Ooh.
Ooh.
See, he considers for a
Is
moment.
there a theme?
No. Yeah, is there a theme?
I believe masquerade would defeat the purpose this is generally trying to convey of transparency and openness.
Right.
There will not necessarily be a theme, but it will be formal attire.
Okay. I can still do that.
Keep in mind, royal nobility of several types will be in attendance, so dress accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like, Filianor kind of like gestures to him, like kind of like a go on.
There's more. But wait,
There's more.
there's more.
There is also another purpose for this ball.
Oh, we're gonna assassinate people.
3 purposes. Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to multitask. It's quite difficult.
Hmm.
Some time
You're
ago,
great
a
at
number of years ago, King Ormond left affairs of this land to myself and Filianor, stating that he had grown tired of statecraft and quietly abdicated his throne. This is not common knowledge.
I was gonna say I didn't hear of it.
No. As far as anyone is aware, he has just been up at the Elkin capital to the north, living a life of leisure while I handle the affairs of his legacy. We have been trying not to make too many waves in case it caused a stir. We have tried for so long to remain neutral for all these years. You are not just inviting these foreign dignitaries to an event for the sake of an alliance. This will also act as... See, like, he's struggling. This will also act as my coronation
Oh.
as King Dior of the Holy Land.
Oh, you're gonna upset so many people.
Yeah!
And that's where
So
we'll end the
excited.
session.
Hey!
Let's upset the power structure.
Oh.
As we will pick up next
I'm excited
time
for that.
with you guys heading off to your mission in Susail to meet with the emperors and empresses of the 5 houses to invite them to the coronation of King Dior, the first of his name.
Yes.
Hooray! He's like, finally, I'm a fucking king.
Yeah, there's like, you notice the apprehension is not so much like he's afraid of it, but more like, I can't believe I'm actually saying this. Wow, it's actually happening.
It's happening, everyone. It's
I'll have to-
happening.
Yes.
I'll have to ask him a question before we leave. I just thought
Well,
of
we're
it.
not gonna like start next session with just like
Yeah.
you're there. You'll have time.
Yeah.
You'll probably, I don't know if there's shopping or whatever wants to be done. Next session will be on the way to Susail.
Well,
As
we
we
also
will-
have to drop off the stuff to our little blacksmith buddy, so we can maybe.
Yes, you
Yeah,
still have
yeah.
to talk to Kariel about that whole thing. So we'll
Mhm.
pick up with that next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my
Yay!
Hell yeah.
god. We get to go to a ball. We get to watch people freak out that a traveler is being crowned in the
Yes.
Holy Land. Oh my gosh.
But-
this
I
is
will
going
also
great.
let you guys know. This may not be for another few sessions because obviously you have to do the stuff in Susail.
Mhm.
This will be the first crossover session where it'll be you guys,
Yeah.
Team B, and the Verdant team, because they'll probably be
Uh-huh.
accompanying the
Uh-huh.
Emperor.
Verdant,
Oh,
yeah!
This will be
Oh
the
my
first
God.
crossover
Let's
of
go.
3 teams.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
So
All
this
these
is like
voices are going to kill me.
preparing and
Yeah.
building up for the war effort in the future.
Yeah.
So prepare your voices for that. That'll be in a
Mhm.
few sessions though,
Yeah.
because we still got to get through all the Susail stuff.
I need to find a way to get my not girlfriend here.
yeah, we'll have to figure out. Yeah, you guys. I mean, it's a 3-week. Well, it's a 3-week away ball. Ship's done in 2 weeks.
Mhm.
You do have a week between when the ship is completed and the ball starts. So who knows?
We have a tree over there in Gardas.
You crazy son
Yeah.
of a gun. Let's do it.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Well,
Yes.
next time.
Next
Yes.
time.